Okay, let's see how this goes, eh? Hi. Hi, everybody. Skylar Stardrift here. Welcome to Saturday stream. Look at all these motions that I'm making, and you can't see anything yet because I haven't changed the OBS screen. Oh boy. Hi. Where we go? Oh. Where is... There we are. Oh, hello. Hello. Hi. Hello. It's me. There is the Narb. Hello, Spire. Hello, Dark Patrol. Welcome on into the both of you. Just for context, if I'm looking over, like, in this direction, that's where the chat is today. I put it over here. And if I'm looking over here, then I'm looking at my OBS stuff. Okay? Good. Glad we got that sorted. So hi, welcome. It's been a little while since I've done one of these, hasn't it? Just a little bit. I will say, you put us in the corner. What did we do wrong? I mean, look, I need. You're like right here. Like where my hands are is where you guys are. It's fine. Just putting you guys off center so that, like, I'm hoping that because I put you off center, this window won't just randomly minimize at points. And so far, it hasn't minimized all night since I started doing this. So that's a good sign. If it minimizes, I'm going to be very, very angry. It's also fine on OBS, but OBS itself minimized itself for some stupid reason. I grabbed the window and it minimized. Or I grabbed the camera and it minimized or something like that. Holy shit, Spyro, here it lives. It'd be a weekend, so I'm not at work, where I am cut off. Stupid work. Stupid Spyro's work for cutting off streaming capabilities. We should start a petition, and we should get that all signed by, like, everyone, so that Spyro's work redoes it. Revisits it. So, hi. How's everybody doing? I am fine. Of course, now I've started streaming, it's like, okay, mental blank time. There's a big corporation, they will just laugh at it. They won't laugh at it when we start sending them death threats. Twitch, this is a joke. YouTube, this is a joke. Floof powers activate. Yes. How's the music? I'm assuming you guys can hear it just fine. It's not too loud, is it? I'm hoping it's not. It sounded okay when I tested, but the testing seems to be inconsistent with how the actual stream is, so... I mean, it is in the background. I mean, yeah, it's supposed to be in the background. It's not supposed to be too powerful so that you guys can still hear me and talk to me. It's the idea of these streams. It's not supposed to be overbearingly loud. And I don't really want it too in the face. Like, I want it to be there, if that makes sense. I can boost it up a little bit, if I can figure out how to do that. Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, I can boost it up a little bit if you guys want. But I wouldn't want to raise it too... Like, I wouldn't want it to be equal to my volume, if that makes sense. I want it to be just there, if that makes sense. Also glad that it's working now. Thank you, Spotify, for streaming service music player for changing your settings. It's fine for me, mainly just here in the silences. Yeah, that's fine. That's basically what it's there for. Like, when I'm not talking, it's there for something to listen to, I guess. Doesn't have to be too loud. It's actually quite loud in my own ears, if I'm honest. It's not terrible, but I could definitely stand to toning it down just a little bit myself. But it's fine. And I don't think I can really do that without walking over to my computer and turning it down. Also, how are these controllers that low already? 93% and 88%, and like I've barely done anything. I mean, to be fair, it's been on since like after dinner. Oh boy, Spyro started with the hydrates. Here we go. Where the fuck is my water bottle? It's over there. Okay, I'm gonna put that over there now. It's gonna sit there in that corner down there. Better have your water. Yeah, I did, and I do. It's down there now. It's on the floor. Far enough away where I'm not gonna kick it. Sorry to break your immersion. Hi, I'm standing up. Though I might end up grabbing my chair. My neck was playing up again today, and it was quite bad. So, luckily it was like right when I was going home. Like I was just about finished doing all my running around and stuff like that. So, that worked out, at least. I went and had like a 30-minute nap, so I'm feeling a little bit better now. And I took some Nurofen, so should be okay for a little bit longer, I think. Of bigger concern is the giant bite that I've got on my, on the calf, I think that is, on the upper leg, my left upper leg, right around the back, so it's really difficult to even see it. So, but it is a big, nasty bite. And it's got a little white dot in it, so I know it's not great. I feel fine otherwise, but it has been quite painful the last couple of days, which is not great. But since I don't seem to be feeling unwell, I don't think it was overly poisonous. It's just badly irritated the skin. What do you think? But yeah, it could have been anything. It's definitely an insect of some kind. There are definitely insects around here that cause like a big welt to show up and then like a little white spot in the middle. And that's exactly what this is. It's a big red welt with a white spot in the middle. So it's not a good thing, whatever bit me. But the fact that I am feeling fine, like I don't have a headache, I don't have stomach ache, I'm not throwing up, like I don't feel nauseous. It wasn't overly toxic. Or overly poisonous, I should say. It's just caused quite some nasty skin irritation. So, but definitely one of the worst bites I've had. Like, I usually don't get pain, I usually just get itchiness. This one has been a little bit painful, so that's unique and interesting. But not great. I also don't know how long I'm going to be streaming for. Well, no, I do have a clock. It's on my breast. Thank you, OVR Toolkit. And, oh, look. Nope, okay. The window disappeared for a second, but it's back. The chat window, I mean. It's fine. I also hope that it is refreshing itself. Like, it's refreshing itself at the moment. So, like, it's staying up to date, but that was another problem that I had last time, was it wasn't up to date half the time, which was very annoying. So, hopefully it will stay up to date this time, but we'll see. But yeah, I don't know how long I'm going to be streaming for. I reckon probably about 2 hours. I think that's a good time limit for VR chat streams, probably. So, yay. So what world are we in? I'll give a little shout out to the world that I'm in. Cool, can't see it, never mind. It's behind the OBS window, can't see shit. I think it's like sundown or something like that. Let me see. Might be able to bring it up. If I move OBS out the way. No, it's a world called Sunset Bay. Sunset Bay by Sam is where we are right now, in case anyone was curious. This was like the first world that I visited tonight, and I was just like, you know what? I can go sit on this little couch and be nice and comfy, and yeah, that'll work. So, here we are. Essentially, that's how it happened. Someone has messaged my phone, apparently. Fair enough. It looked fairly decent from the lighting, so, yeah. Like, I could have sat, like, over there where the couch is, like, right on front of the ocean, and that would have been probably a more interesting view, but I like the comfy, cozy vibes when I'm doing these, so. Yeah. Sat. Yep, sitting, quote unquote. I might sit down, like I said, eventually if my back starts giving out. Hopefully not, but we'll see. It's also a little awkward because, as you guys know, it's a little bit blurry in the lenses for me, so I need to do something about that. I need to get VR lenses and put them in the index. So, at some stage. Hi Alan, welcome on in. Stand-in. That exists? Yeah. So, when I got whatchamacallit? When I got my eyes checked last, like, 2 years ago, I think. Maybe not. It wasn't the last time I got my eyes checked. It was the time before then I got my eyes checked, and I specifically asked them to get me a sheet because at the time, I found out that I could get VR lenses for my index. So I was gonna get them, and then I took a year before I even looked at them again. So I was like, well, I'm gonna get new glasses next year, by the way my vision's going, so I waited, and then got new glasses. I think it was like new lenses or something like last year, I want to say, or maybe even the year before that, and then was like, okay, I'm gonna do that. And here we are, having not gotten the new lenses. Or gotten the VR lenses anyway. So I think I'm due for new glasses or for a reevaluation this year. So I'm gonna do that again. Because now it's getting quite bad, and it's getting to the point where, yeah, okay, I need to do something about that before it gets really bad. But yeah, it's a thing that exists. It is kind of expensive, though. It's like $93 for a set. And that's in Australian money, so it's kind of expensive for me. But it is fine. I guess there is no software to have the VR headset just adjust the image to be correct for the vision. Yeah, it would be nice, but it's to do with reading and such, so I don't think it's gonna help that much. Though I think really I actually have short-sightedness, so I see better up close, and it's actually distance that I have a problem with. And yet I still need glasses for reading, but I can read fine for the most part, but in VR it's very blurry. Like I can make out what you're saying, like, on my screens here, but it's going to get to a point where I'm not going to be able to. Like, I'm struggling to read road signs now, which is really bad. Like, I'm going to be mentioning all this when it comes up to my appointment this year. I'm just going to be like, hey, I am struggling to read road signs now without my glasses. Do I need to be wearing them all of the time now? Because I feel as though it's getting to that point where I actually do need to be wearing my glasses more often. Like I said, I'm fine reading. It's more like far-sighted stuff. This is what I used to have. We'll probably need to get checked again at some point. Yeah, I think I'm due to be checked this year, because it's every 2 years that I get a letter saying, hey, it's time for your checkup. So I think I'm due for a checkup this year. I might actually walk in there and just be like, hey, when am I due for my next checkup? And then they can find out for me. And then if it's not this year, I might just be like, hey, can I make an appointment for this year, actually, because I feel as though it's gotten worse. So I have a funny feeling that VR isn't helping much. I actually think that VR might be making it worse. Strapping 2 giant fucking visions to my face is probably not doing my eyesight any favors, if I had to hazard a guess. So I think I think it might have been deteriorating my vision faster, if I'm completely honest, which doesn't bode well when I want to stream this more often. I will make myself blind. It's been a while for me. Haven't gone back since getting my eyes lasered, but starting to notice that at times I'm struggling to read. Yeah, if you're starting to struggle, then it's probably about time that you should probably go for a checkup at least. So I wondered if VR was messing with me. I'm not sure if they can laser my eyes to correct my vision. I would like them to, but I think that's like for more younger people, and I'm 33 years old, and they probably won't want to do it now. There's also the risk of going permanently blind as well, if they do it wrong. Also, don't want to go back to glasses / contacts. Yeah, that's fair. I'm used to it now. Like, I'm happy to wear glasses. The only problem is glasses don't fit when you're wearing a giant fucking headset on your face. So you have to get specifically made lenses. Skylar going blind. Though contacts would be good, but I think I would struggle getting contacts in my eyes. Like, I would be sitting there fiddling with the damn things for like 20 fucking minutes trying to get them on my eyes, and then at the end of the day just giving up, getting them out again, and grabbing my fucking glasses instead. We are not good for our eyes. Nope. Checkups are free for that. It is less about age and more about the thickness of your eye, and if your vision is steady or if it keeps changing. Right, yep. Well, I think my vision does, like, keep... I wouldn't say changing, it's more degrading over time. And they have said that the past few appointments that I've been to, they're just like, oh, well, we've noticed a little bit of degradation in your eyes. And I'm like, yep. So have I. Thanks for noticing. Glad you noticed, because I noticed too. It's also way worse in the right eye than the left eye, which I've talked about previously in like my videos and stuff like that. So the reason why the head floof is over my right eye is because I actually struggle to see out of it a little bit more. Whereas I can see much more clearly with the left eye. I mean, after years of being told not to be too close to a TV, now having 2 screens almost touching my eyes are a bad thing. Yes, Spyro. Yes. Very much so a bad thing. They warned us about this, we didn't listen. Also, this song is just weird. Sure. Surprise Pikachu face. Picked up a Tamagotchi Paradise today, so I've been eyeing off the... Spyro, I regret to inform you, I bought Lego. I'm sorry. I know I'm a disappointment. I'm sorry you had to find out this way. I bought Lego. Where are you storing it? On the pile. Your house is full of Lego. No, just the room. Just the room. It's fine. It just went on the pile. I bought the, this is like one of those times where VR chat streams are like a little awkward, because if I could, I would bring up a, like, photo of what I bought and put it on the screen. But I bought the Silver versus Knuckles racing car set, is what I bought. Because I've been eyeing that off for a while, and I think it's getting discontinued. Target had a 20% off on all Lego sets, no exceptions today, so I grabbed it. I couldn't stop myself, and I grabbed it. There was one left on the shelf. I think it's going away. Like, I think it's being retired this month, if I'm not mistaken, or it might be like next month or something like that. Like, I'm pretty sure it's retiring this year, so I wanted to pick it up, and I've been eyeing it off for a while. The problem is, it's ridiculously overpriced, so I didn't want to pay full price for it. So I picked it up on sale. It was also funny too, because like it had one of those security tags, you know, the ones that like you can't walk out of the store without getting this security tag taken off, right? So I passed it to the person on checkout and was just like, hey, looking at buying this, and they're just like, okay, cool. So they take off the security tag, and I go and scan it, and I'm like, wait, is that the fucking discount? This is still $44 fucking dollars for this tiny little set. It's $44 fucking dollars. Wait, I thought this was supposed to be on discount. She passes the set back to me because she scanned it and then like went to take it away and took the thing off, and I'm like, oh my god, don't tell me I have just asked her to take off the security tag and now I'm not fucking happy and I'm going to put it back on the fucking shelf. Do not fucking tell me this is literally happening. Looked it up online and I'm like, no, that's with the discount. Oh, that wasn't as much as I was expecting. Well, shit. Oh well, $44 is cheaper than $59 fucking dollars. I guess I'll take it. Is that entire set just 2 cards? There's a couple of extra little things, but aside from that, that's it. Like, just look up Lego Silver versus Knuckles, and that will come up. Like, you should get it pretty quickly on Google. That's what I've been searching all day. So, you get a couple of very small little builds, but yeah, it's not a lot of pieces. You're paying $44 to get Silver and Knuckles. I feel like that's where the cost of the fucking set is coming from. But like, then you look at other Sonic sets and they seem a little bit more reasonably priced. This one just seems dramatically overpriced for whatever reason. Like, there was a, I didn't see it today, but there was, like, a Sonic car that you can get, which just has Sonic, his car, and, like, a tiny little build. And that was, like, $18 Australian, not on sale. So you want to tell me why this one is, like, $59 fucking dollars? Like, 3 times the price when I'm only getting 2 cars? How? How? Oh, there's the dang minifigs. Yeah, I don't understand their pricing. Like, it should have been 40 bucks would have been fine. But no, this is $60 Australian normally. And very rarely goes on discount. So, I was not impressed. Especially when Sonic's car is $18, and that's one car with Sonic. That's it. That's all you get. One car with Sonic with a couple of rings or something like that, and like a little ring stand. That's all you get, and it's $18. But oh no, you get a second car in there? Nope, that's fucking $60 on that shit. Should be 40. 45 I could understand, but like, it's $60. I paid $44 with a 20% discount. So, I'm not exactly happy. But it was the cheapest that I have found it for, so I hate that. But damn it, I just wanted the silver minifig. I could have cared less about Knuckles, and I don't want to get the Sonic car, because I've got, like, Sonic the Hedgehog coming out of my ears at this point. So, well, Sonic minifigs coming out of my ears, and the pile continues to grow. Yep, I just wanted the silver minifig, and so far, that's the only set with silver in it. There's probably going to be more, but so far, that's the only set. And you watch, that'll probably be one of the cheapest ones he's in, too. I'm willing to bet. But yeah, I bought that today. First, like I said, I bought in a little while, I think. Unless you include the minifigs. I bought all the ones that I wanted from the latest minifig set, so. That was lucky. I found the Bionicle cosplayer. That seems to be a very popular one. For obvious reasons. But yes, I bought that, and then I bought a Tamagotchi Paradise, and I'm going to talk about that a little bit now, because I want to. So, bought the Tamagotchi Paradise. It's okay, if I'm honest. There's definitely things that I don't like about it, straight away. Like, it doesn't make a noise if your Tamagotchi is hungry or it's unhappy or anything like that. You know, you're constantly having to check it. Instead of it letting you know when to check it, you have to check it yourself to find out. And that's a bit annoying. So, it's not as autonomous as I thought it was going to be. You have to pay to pause the device, essentially. You have to pay money from the device itself. So you earn what's called gotchi points, which is currency. But you have to pay 300 of these gotchi points to hire a babysitter to take care of your Tamagotchi. And then you have to pick them up by like 7 PM or something like that. And if you don't, then the Tamagotchi gets unhappy. So that's a bit annoying, because on the Uni, that's free. But there is also no pause feature whatsoever. The device is constantly active as long as it has batteries inside of it. Well, really making you the parent, pretty much. It doesn't make a noise when it poops. So, again, that's a problem. And it seems to poop fairly commonly, at least at the moment. I'm waiting to see what happens when it grows up into an adult. I've only got child at the moment, so I don't know. Baby, it pooped a lot. And then, what else is there that I don't like? There's quite a few things that I don't like about this device already. There was the poop. There was not getting alerted with feed. You don't turn off the light to put your Tamagotchi to bed. So normally you would turn off the light and that puts them to bed, like when they fall asleep. That doesn't seem to be the case. They just seem to fall asleep at a random interval, and if you miss the prompt, then they don't go to sleep and you can't find it on the menu. So that was something that I was dealing with just before I started streaming, was like, it was like, oh, time to go to bed, and I'm like, no, I want to like interact with you and feed you and stuff like that. So I fed it, played with it a little bit, and then did my absolute darndest to find the fucking sleep menu, and it didn't show up again. So I had to put it down, let the screen turn off, then picked it up again 5 minutes later and was like, okay, now I can turn it on, and now I can put it to sleep. So there's that. I'm not sure how I feel about the fact that this device is using AAA batteries. Normally they use a coin-based battery, so this is both a blessing and a curse to me, because I prefer USB-C because then I can just plug it into my computer and recharge it. That's fine. But this device uses a AAA, like 2 AAA batteries, which is fine because I have rechargeables. It's not what I'm using right now. I'm using other AAA batteries that I found lying around that I need to use before I switch over to the rechargeables. So that's fine, but I don't know if that's something that I'm gonna like, or if that's something that is gonna annoy me, constantly having to change out the batteries. Although it does tend to last a few days at least, so... But we'll see how that goes. The other problem too is because of the battery size it's using, which is 2 AAAs, it has dramatically increased the size of the device overall. This thing will not fit in your pocket comfortably, and that's a mild problem. It is fucking huge. It is like, well, it's a bit hard to judge in VR, but like, it's like round-ish shaped, but it's bigger and thicker than most devices at this point, so that's unfortunate. Oh, and speaking of making me the parent too, the Tamagotchi doesn't grow on its own. So the way the game works is you basically have a planet, and then you zoom into the field. Then you zoom into the individual Tama, and then you zoom inside the Tama to take care of any illnesses or something like that if the Tamagotchi has an illness, right? In order to make the Tamagotchi grow, you have to zoom into what's called the cell screen, which is that thing where you go inside the Tamagotchi, and then you have to press a button to interact with it, and then it will eat like these little weird bubbles, and then when it eats those bubbles, it grows. It's so strange. It's like, okay, that's how we're doing this now? That's how you grow? You don't just grow automatically? Huh. So, I don't know. What's my water bottle? I need water. Eh. Ugh. That's better. So, yeah, I don't know if I like this device or not, if I am completely honest. So changed a bit to make it more of a child to take care of. Kind of? I don't know. It's a legendary Skylar. Oh my word. Hi, Diamond. Not a legend, though. How you doing, Diamond? Oh, Diamond, by the way, I did the thing. Just to let you know. I was gonna message you about it, and then I kind of forgot, but I'm gonna do... I did the thing that you asked me to do, like, almost a week ago. Oops. I still feel like this music sounds like from Asterix and Obelix XXL. Lovely, thanks. No worries. But yeah, I don't know if I like the Tamagotchi Paradise. So, I'm still on the fence about it. Maybe my opinion will change, but I'm not sure overall if I like it. I am hoping that I like the Uni a bit more, considering the Uni was a lot more money. But the Uni is more taking care of an individual Tamagotchi, where the Tamagotchi Paradise is more like you raise the Tamagotchi to adult, and then you start raising another one so that it sits in a field. And then you just let it sit in the field and play around with your other Tamas and stuff like that for a while, and then it eventually dies and disappears. So, yeah, I don't know. Like, it's interesting, but I don't know if I like it, if that makes sense. It's also weird because it locks you out of a lot of content at the start, and it's like, oh, your planet needs to reach this level, and it's like, okay, well, how do I get to the next level? And finding that is awkward in and of itself. Because it's a list of goals that you've got to, or like a goal that you've got to make, and the game does the device does a terrible job of telling you where to find that goal, so... Yeah, better a farm animal. I mean, there's supposed to be a virtual pet, but it kind of feels like you're keeping a virtual zoo with this device. At least that's how I've had it described. So, I wanted to get the, send them to the field. I wanted to get the White Glacier one that's coming out soon, but that also has like 3 different fields, and I wanted the 3 main fields. So I picked up the blue water one today. So apparently there's also gene splicing, so you can mix your Tamagotchi's colors and eyes to get different Tamagotchis, and there's like 50,000 combinations or something like that, which is ridiculous. But yeah. So Now that I've seen the gameplay and I've experienced it, I'm not sure if I want the White Glacier or not, or if I want to just like, yeah, you know what, I'm done with this. Just put it on the shelf. Like even now, I'm gonna stick it out for a bit longer, but it kind of feels like I'm already at the point where I want to take the batteries out and just put it away, and that's not good. That implies that I don't want to use it, so I don't know. We'll see how it goes and see like what happens when it gets to adult and I unlock a little bit more. Maybe I'll like it a bit more, but I had hoped that I would like this a little bit more than I have. But now it's really put the White Glacier on the back burner. Especially considering these things are $69 Australian each, which is not cheap. It was also hard finding the blue water one. I had to go to multiple stores to find it. So there's, like Digimon, there are 3 different colors, and the color of the Tamagotchi determines the field that you start in, as well as a unique Tamagotchi. Now, I just like the design of the blue water one, so I wanted the blue water one. So, but finding that was awkward because right now everything is just Forest Jade color, because that one's the latest one that's come out and has a new field to it, which replaced the land field. So originally it was land, sea, sky field. There was like land, pink, blue water, purple sky, or something like that, I think. And now there's Jade Forest, and the Jade Forest also has 3 fields, but it's the Jade Forest one replaced the land field with the forest field instead. So, and on the White Glacier, you get the forest. You're getting the forest field, but you're also getting 2 new fields. You're getting the Orange Tropics and the White Glacier. So you get 2 new fields, but you also get the forest field. So there's no point in picking up the Forest Jade version now. But that's of course what they have at the moment. Morning, I've been lurking. Glad you brought this up. I was thinking of buying one. I have Gen 1 to 3. I think I'm going to try and find a Kamen Rider one instead of Paradise. Hi, Blake. Welcome on in. Yeah, I'm very on the fence about the Paradise. Like I said, I was hoping to like it a lot more, but I don't know if I do, if I'm honest. It's on that weird sort of mentality for me. To be honest, I would probably recommend getting a Tamagotchi Connection if you're looking for more classic Tamagotchi gameplay. They are still somewhat readily available. They're like a V4 or something like that now, I think. They do have the Gen 1 to Gen 3 re-releases that have been out for a while now, but I did see a Tamagotchi Connection today. Not too many of them around compared to the Gen 1 to Gen 3, and not too many of them compared to the Paradise, but I did see them around. They're still around. I would recommend picking up one of those instead. I'm on the fence with it because I don't really like the look of the shelf of the Paradise. Yeah, That's why I went with the blue water one, because that was the one that I liked the most. The white glacier one looks really good, and it will also match the prism white uni that I've got coming. So, I also don't recommend... I haven't even gotten my uni yet, and I can safely say based on the Paradise, I'm not sure I recommend the uni either. But I don't recommend the uni because it's very expensive. I mean, it's $150 Australian, and I'm paying $215, $218, I think, actually, for the Prism White version, which was a Japan exclusive, because I don't like the other colors. So... But the Tamagotchi connection, I think, is like about $30 or something. Also, god damn it, OBS minimized itself. Sorry, give me a sec. I have to reach over there and grab it. Ugh. There we go. Sorry. OBS decided to minimize itself. Oh yeah, I have seen the Kinect. I like the variety of shells. I might do the rainbow orange one. Yeah. I would recommend getting the Kinect. I have heard good things about the Kinect as well. So, if you're looking for more just raising one Tamagotchi, then I would say get the Kinect. And you're going to get a few more Tamagotchis than you could raise with the Gen 1 to Gen 3 re-releases that have been all over the place on store shelves. They are more readily available, though, compared to the Kinect. And the Kinect, I'd say, is a little bit more available, though not much more available compared to the Paradise. Paradise does seem to be a lot more available. And the Tamagotchi Uni, I haven't seen that for a while. So, I'm not even sure if I've seen it in store here in Australia. I know it's available online, though. Because I went looking and was like, yep, cool, I really like the Prism White and don't like the other colors. Great. And the Prism White's Bandai exclusive. Premium Bandai exclusive, because of course it is. Yay. I am hoping that I like the uni better, because otherwise I've just spent $200 on something that I'm not gonna like. Great. But it's supposed to be more of the classic style gameplay where you're racing just one Tamagotchi. Like don't get me wrong, the Paradise, it looks like you're only raising one Tamagotchi at a time, you don't raise any more, but it feels a bit more limited in what you're doing. And it doesn't, like I said, it just doesn't alert you, man. That's my biggest gripe, is that it doesn't let you know when it needs something. It will just sit there and be sick, or hungry, or unhappy with you, and then eventually just die from neglect, and you're like, well, where was the alert? And it's like, there was none. OBS minimized again. I hovered over it. Stupid thing. Yeah, trying to be more of a child. There are no settings to adjust that. Yeah, that is annoying. Like, the point is they are supposed to beep when they have needs, lol. Yeah, that's the thing. They don't. That's what irritates me about with this device. And, like, I've already had experience of a device not letting me know when something's up. Because the Digimon version 20th doesn't beep when it goes to the toilet. Which is very annoying, because you'll suddenly check and the screen's just full of poo. But, does it ever beep, or is your beeper broke? No, it does beep. It just doesn't beep to alert you. Like, there's definitely sounds and things and sound effects. But it just doesn't beep to let you know when it needs something, which is usually what they do. That's really, like, if it did that, that would probably be my biggest complaint removed. But the fact is, I'm now constantly having to check the device instead of it just being like, oh, okay. I need this. Oh, sure, here you go. Nope, doesn't do that. Hi, Delimited, welcome on in. Peekies. So, yeah, I don't know. And now, like I said, I don't know if I want to pick up the White Glacier as well. Like, I love the design of the White Glacier device. But now, if I'm not enjoying it, do I really want to spend $69 on another thing that I'm going to enjoy once and play through once and then put in a drawer and not bother with again? I don't know. I mean, it's bad enough with some of my Digimon virtual pets. Like, half the reason why I bought it too was because I've been thinking about it, kind of looking at Tamagotchis. I'm a big Digimon virtual pet guy, so Tamagotchis is sort of like on that same, well, it is on the same list and spectrum for me, but I much prefer Digimon. But there's more you can do with a Tamagotchi. You know, you can buy it little items and buy it different food and buy little hats for it sometimes, depending on which one you're playing with, or buy little items that it can interact with, like a remote control car and stuff like that, you know? And you play a lot more games instead of, like, with Digimon, you're limited to the training minigame and the battle minigame, and that's it. But with Tamagotchis, you get, like, a choice of 3 or 4 minigames, depending on the device you pick. Plus a shop where you can buy food for your Tamagotchi, and they each like favorite foods and stuff like that. So it's different, you know? It feels a lot more involved as to what you can do. So, like, I was getting into that. I was already looking at picking up another Digimon V-Pet. Like, not to purchase, but, like, just running something else that I have already got running, or that I already have. I was looking at starting up one, so I was like, you know what? Now's a good time to just buy a Tamagotchi and be done with it. So I bought the Tamagotchi Uni specifically, but then I was like, well, that's going to take a while to arrive, so I want to buy the Tamagotchi Paradise. I want to see if I can get it, and sure enough, Kmart had it around a few stores, so I was like, well, I'll have a look, see if it's there. I ended up going to like 3 different Kmarts. Well, no, 2 Kmarts and 1 Toy Mate to find it. But I did find it eventually. It wasn't the fact that they didn't have stock, it was the fact that they only had the Jade Forest. Also, like I said, I would recommend getting Blue Water, Purple Sky, or Pink Land, and then getting the Orange Tropics or White Glacier that's coming out. Don't get Jade Forest because it just replaces the land, the Pink Land field, with the Jade Forest field. So if you get the other 2 devices, if you get the if you get Pink Land, Blue Water, Purple Sky, and then pick up White Glacier or Orange Tropics, you'll get all 6 fields. So that's what I would recommend you do, and then you get everything. But that's if you like the device as well. That's the other problem. Ugh. I feel like VR chat streams are going to be the ones that I drink the most water on. Talking makes me very thirsty. Also didn't expect to go on a tirade of virtual pets for the next half an hour, but here we are. I expected that to be like a 5-minute segment. My streak. Oh, did your streak break, Delimited? Oh no. How did it break? Though I suppose it's probably to do with your settings, I imagine. Because I'm pretty sure you've been here all week. At least once or twice in the chat. Oh, speaking of. I did check out on Thursday night. I plugged in Mario Golf for the Nintendo 64. There is video evidence that I was there. There you go. I plugged in Mario Golf for the Nintendo 64, hooked up the Game Boy transfer pack, and was immediately surprised with how much the game is going to let me do with the transfer pack character. I was expecting to be locked out of pretty much everything aside from maybe tournaments. But it turns out that I have access to pretty much all of the single-player content, which is great for us and great for unlocking stuff, which is sometimes a pain with that. So it's great for unlocking stuff. So what that means is I have the ability to go to tournament play. I can do character match. I can do... even ring shot is available, which is all of the stuff that's all 3 of the modes you need to unlock everything in the game. So I was actually surprised because I remember it being a lot less than that. Also, the chat window's now fucking minimized itself. How does that even happen, man? So annoying. Wow. Sometimes it just doesn't count and it breaks the streak. Oh. Hunter has grabbed hair. Ow. But yeah, so I'm actually quite pleased. The only problem is, at this current point in time, I'm not at the level that I want to be at to start playing on the Nintendo 64 version. So we're going to do one more stream of the Game Boy Color version, then go on to the Nintendo 64 version, which is actually going to be really good for us because it looks like we also get experience points for the Game Boy Color character on the Nintendo 64 version. So that's going to be very, very useful to remember as well. So I'm looking forward to that. But like I said, not this week. We'll be playing another round of golf on the Game Boy Color version first. But yeah, I was surprised. I knew stroke play would be available, but I didn't realize that everything that I need to unlock all of the characters and courses would be available as well. I did not expect whatchamacallit. I did not expect ring shot to be available. I don't even remember seeing ring shot the last time I tried to bring a character over. Mind you, I've only done it like twice to check it. So, but yeah, so I was actually very surprised. I'm very happy too because it means that we might have an easier / harder time with the game. And I say harder because I've got a lot to do. Like, there's a lot of leveling up you need to do. Oh boy. You'll see that when we stream the Nintendo 64 version for the first time. Like, I will be sure to point things out. Alan Valon with the hydrate and the stretch, I can do that. There is drink bottle. Ugh. And then a stretch too. Hold on. Good news is I'm already standing up. Oh. Wow. And we start Ratchet & Clank 3 this week, so that'll be fun. I do need to make sure that I purchase Secret Agent Clank, because that's one of the games in the series, and I said that I was going to play it, so I'm going to have to pick that up. Apparently it's on the PlayStation Network store for the PlayStation 4, so I'm just going to pick it up there. Hopefully it's still available. And hopefully it's available in Australia. Otherwise, I'm going to have to find the game on eBay, and that could be a problem. But I need to do that sooner rather than later, because I'm already getting quite close to it. I kind of... It's weird, because I kind of feel like I should have made more progress with the Ratchet and Clank series by this point. But at the same time, I started it later in the year than I expected to anyway. So, like, much, much, much later in the year. I was supposed to start that as soon as I came back from Japan, and instead I started it, like, early April, I think. I was back from Japan in February. I was supposed to start it, like, the week of. And then I pushed it back and didn't start until April, so... But I am doing about what I expect to be the average for a playthrough, which is, like, anywhere between 4 to 8 streams of the game. So... that's working out. And we started Digimon Storytime Stranger this week, and I'm very excited to get back into that on Wednesday. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. You have no idea how difficult it was to wrench myself away from that game on Wednesday night when we stopped. That was very awkward indeed. Not awkward, but, like, just gut-wrenching because I wanted to play more of it. I have had to fight the temptation to actually start up my own save file. But the thing is, if I do that, then I'm playing the game twice and I will be burnt out. Like, I'm still going to react blind on stream, but then that means I'm going to have a second save file, and I reckon if I did that, I'm probably not going to play the game again for a long time, so I don't want to burn myself out. So I'm just going to put it to the side, leave it for Wednesdays. It's fine. But very excited to continue it. Very excited. I'm already very wrapped in by the story. I'm very, very impressed. I also want to do this more. If I'm completely honest, I'm hoping to get started with this a little bit sooner rather than later, but at this current point in time, I'm doing this randomly because there is something that I want to announce in a bit. But I do have something in the works that I kind of want to focus on after this weekend. So, like, I might even start like working on it properly tomorrow as well, because it's getting to a point now where I need to start crunching it, otherwise I'm not going to get it out in time. And this is a big video, and I want it to come out on the 8th of August, so I'm very much running out of time to do it. The good news is it's all scripted, so that's a good start. But there is still more to do. Like, I've got to do the recording. I've got to figure out what I want to do with the recording, whether or not it's going to be, like, just a thing of me sitting here talking to you guys, or if I just want, like, a more... how would I put this? Like, a more atmospheric sort of vibe, considering the context. I'm not going to spoil what the context is. For a clue, why don't you check out my trailer video on my YouTube channel? Ha 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 ha. I'm sliding that in there. Smooth. Smooth self shout out. Like a late night talk show kind of vibe. It's sort of delimited. It's not really like the vibe that I'm going for with this one. Let's just say it's a more emotional video. So I don't know if I want to have it more atmospheric where I'm just reading the words and you just see, like, me staring at a background or something like that. Or if I actually want to sit here and talk to you guys about it instead. I don't know. I feel like I should, like, just do votes. Canned laughter abruptly stops. I feel like I should at least record both and then see which one I like better, but that's more work. So, I don't know. Also, fucking OBS. Why does it keep minimizing, man? I wish it didn't do that. Damn stupid thing. Like, all I have to do is hover over it the wrong way, and it just... nope. Piss off. So annoying. But yeah, so once I get that video sorted, that's when I'm gonna try and do VR chat streams a little bit more often. The problem that I have is coming up with things to talk about, which is funny because I'm a chatterbox when I'm on my own. I'm one of those crazy people who talk to themselves. And I talk to myself a lot. Holy moly, I talk to myself every day. Because I am an intelligent person, and I want to hear intelligent answers. That's the way Master Splinter described it, so... but yeah. Like, I really want to do more of these streams, but I want to work on this video. Like, this is probably going to be it for a little while, whilst I work on this video, and then I want to do more of these. I do want to do these on Saturday nights, or, like, at some point during the Saturday. I haven't really decided on a time frame, and I haven't decided how often. I'm thinking like maybe once every 2 weeks to once every month. Gives me a lot of time to think about what I want to think about, talk, like bring up some topics with you guys. And then also, what else? Nope. Nope, train of thought derailed. Sorry, it's gone. It's gone, it's not coming back. Send in the breakdown train, it's gone. Oh boy. But yeah, I do wanna stream VR chat a little bit more often. But I want to keep it onto the Saturdays, but it's just going to be at random intervals. So like, it could be in the morning, it could be in the afternoon, it could be in the evening for me. So there's probably going to be like a different crowd every time. So just because it's tonight, that was because like that was when I was most available, because I slept in this morning. Because I needed to sleep in after last weekend. That's something I could talk about too. Last week/last weekend. We'll get to that in a minute. Almost lost balance. As stated, I'm standing, not actually sitting. Almost lost my balance. But yeah. So, something to look into, like, in the future is that I would love to do these more often with you guys. It feels a little bit more personal. And as I mentioned to Spyro, hi Spyro, again, hello. As I mentioned to Spyro earlier, I tend to have, like, this problem with streaming where I will have a lot to say, a lot to talk about, and then I start the stream, and then, like, it's just gone. It's gone. Everything is gone. Everything that I wanted to talk about, poof. I'd describe it as a train falling out of my ear, but that would be horrific. So it just poofs, and it's gone. Like, take, for example, Digimon Story Time Stranger. I noticed, like, I had, like, a full Thanos snaps, pretty much. Like, I'd gone over, like, in my head once of, like, okay, I'm gonna talk about this, I'm gonna say all this stuff, it's gonna be great, I'm gonna say, like, oh, you know, it's been a while since I played Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth on stream, it's gonna be all of the, see, I'm doing it again. Told you. It's like how I've not played this game before, how I've only played an hour, how I really liked it, you know, the fact that we play Digimon RPGs upon occasion on the channel, all that sort of stuff. I started that stream, and boy, did I stumble over my words. Like, I'm sure if you check that VOD, you will see, like, not so much stuttering, but just points where you can just see, like, the little cogwheel of my mind turning, and it's just coming up blank. It's like the Wii Shop channel icon, where it's loading something, and it's just constantly rotating, and it's not loading anything, because your internet connection is too fucking slow. Train of thought left you at the start. It really did, didn't it? The fun of public speaking. So, and that happens, like, that's just one prime example that happened recently, but it happens all the fucking time. All of the fucking time. I have this grand idea, this whole aspect of things that I want to talk about, and then poof. Start stream. Exit stage left. Waves for fucking Telstra. Aussie proverb. Pretty much. I considered writing notes to self. See, that would imply me not speaking and actually writing it down instead of talking to myself. But maybe I should. Maybe I should. Like, if I start... Oh! Brain's capturing something here. Okay, start writing it down. Like, I should. Or I should start, like, doing audio memos or whatever it is. Because your phone can do that these days. Your phone can record your voice. So, I feel like I should do something like that. Would probably be a good idea. I should probably start doing that more. Have thought about getting into, like, to try and improve my memory. I've started, like, thinking of getting into things like, or, like, started thinking, I should say, of getting into things like journaling and such. I'm sure you will. Yeah, I'm sure I will too, Spyro. I'm sure I will too. Speech to text. Yeah, there you go. But, like, I want to get into things like journaling so that I can make a record of my day, because holy wow. Holy wow. I'm surprised I remembered as much of my day today as I did. Hi, Papa Links, welcome on. But I'm so... my memory is so fucked. Diamond with the hydrate. I can do that. Ugh. Ugh. Well, don't forget to hydrate. I'm not. But yeah, my memory is so short, man. I would like to... I feel as though if I don't do something about my memory soon, it's going to start fading faster. So I need to, like, train my brain to start remembering things, because it does a terrible job of doing it. Even if it means writing it down, that's fine. The only problem with writing things down, my handwriting sucks. I can't read my handwriting. That's a problem. You've heard of doctor's writing? You've heard of chicken scratch? Fuse them. That's me. Yep, that is why I type. Yep, exactly. I'm writing like a cat, Skylar. Been working on my handwriting a bit lately. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, it is something that you can work on. For sure. In my case, I forget to write. And that's the other thing too. Like, I want to write things down and then I don't. And then I forget them, and then it happens on stream, and then it happens on when I make videos, and it's poof, gone. Not much is improving, but I am at least more conscious of what I am doing wrong. Well, it's a start. It's a start. Itchy eye. Wow. But yeah, it's why, like, I'm interested in getting a journal. There's like a couple of journaling apps you can buy online, and I'm looking at buying a journaling app that I can have on my PC as well as my iPad, and then I can just type on it at the end of the day, and then it will all be in one spot. I'm looking at, I can't remember what it's called. There's one that I'm looking at that you can, like, organize your notes and things, so I'm looking at doing that as well as having a journal. so that I can have notes on like video ideas and stuff to talk about on stream or stuff like that, you know. This from high school, I'm just writing in block capitals. I'm getting a bit more aware of the slant that occurs. I write without an underline. Right. Yeah, I tend to do that as well. Like, I just it starts drifting down the page if I don't have a line. If I have a line, it's more fine. Like, I'll stick on the line. But the problem I have is I tend to, like, as I write more, my hand gets more tired. As my hand gets more tired, my writing gets more illegible. I mean, if I were to pull up, like, I think all of them have been shredded now, but, like, if I were to pull up some of my workbooks and exercise books from high school, I can tell you right now, I probably would be able to understand, like, every third word or something. Would make much sense. That's why I'm looking at getting a journaling app, per se, so that I can just type it down. I mean, these days, your phone lives in your pocket, doesn't it? And I've got my iPad. Got my PC as well. The PC's on every day. Unless I'm not at home. Which was the case for, Thingy. For last week. But before I get into that, there is something important that I want to bring up. Sparrow, you get ready. Get ready to do the thing that I told you to do. If you're still there. I have a Discord. Ta-da! Surprise! I have a Discord server now. Thank you, Spire. Exclamation mark Discord in the future will bring up the Discord link that should work. I find physically writing is more therapeutic. Oh, hi, Crimson. Hello. Your own or what Mars made? It's what Mars made. It's what Mars made, but remember, Diamond, Mars handed it over to me. Like, handed ownership of it over to me, and then I've customized it myself. So, yeah. I apologize on the lateness. Oh, dear. I was supposed to launch that in April. I mentioned that in my trailer. Like, you'll see it in the trailer. Discord coming, hopefully April. Yeah. I stalled on that a little bit. Largely, well, sort of half, I suppose, because of what happened with my grandma. So, to bring anyone up to speed, in case you don't know, as soon as I came back from Japan, I got the news that grandma was basically going into hospital, and eventually, after over a month in hospital, she sadly passed away. So, during that time, I was like, listen, I'm a bit too emotional. I don't want to launch a Discord server right now, so I'm just going to hold off on it. Just see what happens. Now I feel as though it's a good time to launch the Discord server. So, yeah. Come on in, have a look around if you want to. There is no pressure. You don't have to join it if you don't want to. I'm just happy that you guys are here. Of course. Always happy to chat wherever. So, glad. Feel free to join it. You can join it if you want. Should be working. Should be, I hope. It should also be set to never expire, that link, so hopefully it works. If anyone tries it and it doesn't work in the future, just say that it doesn't work in the future and we'll figure it out. Also, Spyro, if you're there, I'm sorry, like, this is the first time you've been active and available for a while now. If you can, I'm not sure if you can or not, if you can change the stream title, just add exclamation mark Discord on the end of it. If you can't change it, let me know, and I will do it myself. That's fine. Putting you to work tonight. Just can, hey, may I join or no? If you're asking to join here on VR chat, no. That's a no on this one, I'm afraid. I also don't know you very well. Hi, by the way. I don't think that is wise. You might get a bot raid. I mean, I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna get a bot raid. I think I'm too small for that at this point. Can kill the link if needed. Yeah. Alright, cool. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it's pretty small at the moment, so, like, just throw it in there. If you can. If not, that's fine. I also should probably set it up. I agree with the limited, with only you and Sparrow to be hard to deal with the bot raid. Alright. Okay, in that case, let's not do it, Sparrow. In that case. Bots often go through Twitch chats, writing ! Discord to grab Discord links. Okay, so what you're saying is I should make something unique to bring it up. Is that what you're saying, the limited? The best thing to do is to use a different command. Okay. Alright, I'm going to take a note of that. And I'm going to set up a different command. I'm going to have a think. Crimson, I might DM you for some ideas. And then we'll do it from there. So, Spyro, let's not do that just yet. But for the rest of the stream, it will be ! Discord for now. Got it. Cool. Thank you. Don't even use Discord, but I would value people that I know not being affected anyway. Yeah, no, that's fair. I know you don't use it. Why me? Because I have a good contact with you, and you would have ideas. I keep in touch with you off stream. Why wouldn't that be best talked about with Spyro? Yeah, Spyro on Mars probably because of the Discord and Twitch mods, but I mean, I don't know. Listen, Krim, I'm bad with ideas, and you have more experience than I do. Spyro is also not a Twitch streamer. No offense, Spyro. Oh, good. But yeah. I will see, and I will make a new command for it. Experience does not mean I have ideas. True. But you might. I don't know. Oh, Spyro with the hydrate. Almost didn't see that. Ugh. I'm also expecting DC is probably not a good idea either. I've seen that one slightly commonly used as well, so I will have a think and I will see what I can come up with. And then I'll put it like for this week, I'm gonna have it like play automatically on Nightbot, I think. Just so it's there. No, I record. Oh, maybe I should think of something railway themed. Maybe. I don't know. What would be railway themed? And then add like chord on the end or something. Oh, hi Askervan, welcome on in. Knob Station? That's not a bad idea. It's literally called Skylar's Railway, so... !railway, or... Railway chord? No, that doesn't quite work. That sounds pretty good. Yeah, Knob Station does work. And then what I could do is I could put it in the, things below. As well as, like, for the week. For literally this week, I'm gonna put it on the, in the title of the streams. That's why I asked Spyro to do it. Put it in the title of the streams so that it comes up. And also run it on like a timer or something like that. Just looking from work. No worries. Good to see you. Hi, though. Thank you for the idea. That's a good idea. No obsession. I like that. So, yeah. Like I said, no pressure. I know some people in the chat will not want one, but if you have it on a timer, no real sense putting it on a timer. I think it has a timer of like 5 seconds or something like that. So, yeah, I might remove it. Or title, I mean. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's fair. I might set it up so it's a timer with no minimum. Yeah, that's a good idea. So that I don't have to bring too much attention to it. And then it just happens automatically. So that might not be a bad idea. I might put it on the timer instead, rather than put it in the title. That's a good idea, Chrome. Thank you. It's still, I will admit, it's still kind of a work in progress. Like, I think I've got all the channels that I want to add now, aside from maybe a channel on Finger Puppets, but then if I was to do that, I don't think anyone else would use it. But with Lego, it's got virtual VPETs and stuff like that, so that way people actually need to watch the stream in order to see the command rather than not and copy pasting. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's a good idea. And then, like, I might... Hi, Katsune. Welcome on in. Thank you for the follow. I might add it as a command, later on, like, after the... Like, it'll be a proper command. But for the first week, I want it on a timer so that people know it's there, if that makes sense. And then from there, it can, you know, grow, change, evolve. So timer for the first week, just to make sure that it's there. Because, like I said, this is an off-the-cuff stream. I wanted to announce the Discord here on a VR chat stream where I have the opportunity, where I have the opportunity to actually sit down and talk about it rather than just launching it during the middle of a game. Because, as I mentioned before, I struggle to talk properly. So, when I'm playing a game, I thought about this earlier today. I'm like, you know, after talking to Spyro about this a little bit, I was like, you know, when I play a game, I tend to hyper-focus a bit. Oh, Katsune with the hydrate. Also, I apologize if I'm mispronouncing anyone's names tonight. Anyone new? Hi. Welcome on in. Please feel free to correct me if I'm mispronouncing your name. And I will do my best to remember it. Please note that if I'm mispronouncing your name, either now or in future, it is not a meaning of jest. I literally struggle with names. I do apologize. Anyway, let me get that hydrate done. And then I will continue this little thought that I have. This keeps up, I'm going to need to refill my water bottle. Wow. Actually, the only person who's been pronouncing it correctly. And now, I'm going to pronounce it incorrectly by accident, because I'm going to overthink it. Hi, welcome on in. Thank you for the follow again. And thank you for the hydrate. But yeah, like, Spyro, when I talked to you about this earlier, it made me think a little bit more. Like, I tend to, when I'm playing games on stream, I tend to hyper-focus, and I've noticed that a lot lately. I tend to hyper-focus and focus on the game that I'm playing, which means I'm not interacting with chat as much, and I'm not really talking as much. It's why there tends to be moments of quiet when I'm playing a game. And I've noticed it a lot with Ratchet and Clank at the moment. So, especially with Ratchet and Clank 2, where I had to go into challenge mode, and I was skipping all the cutscenes, didn't really have anything to talk about, so I couldn't think of anything to talk about, so it was just dead quiet. I was just focused on going forward. So, And it kind of happened with Digimon Story Time Stranger as well. Like, I didn't really have a lot to say. I was just going through the game at that point, which is fine. But yeah, it does make me wonder if like I'm cut out to do this. If I'm perfectly honest, rely on chat at that point. Yeah. So like I said, Crimson, half the problem is like sometimes when I am in that hyper focus, I will forget to chat a little bit, not too much. And I don't mean to, but like sometimes I will forget to check the chat because it does get a little quiet sometimes. And yeah, hey, listen, that's not no one's fault. That's no one's fault. I'm not having a go at anyone. You come and you chat as often as you like, or not at all. I don't mind. As long, hey, you're here. That's fine. But like, if it gets quiet, then I get quiet. That's the problem that I have. And I need to get around fixing that. I'm a fucking chatterbox to myself. Like, I get annoyed going to the fucking shopping center because I can't talk to myself. Then I get on stream, and like I said, that train just fucking derails, and I can't fucking think. I'm terrible, man. Don't beat yourself up over it. It happens. Oh, you can. You just would sound crazy. So, let me be real here. You guys are gonna think I am fucking crazy for what I'm about to say. During COVID time, when we had to where we were like isolating, and more importantly, we had to wear a mask when we went out. That was peak. That was fucking peak. Because I could fucking talk to myself and just say it quietly. And no one would realize that my mouth was moving. Because I had a mask over my mouth. So it was great for me. And you know what? I even said that, like, out loud, whilst walking down the shopping center. Like, wearing the mask over my face. I just, like, turned and looked at this non-existent camera and I was just like, you know what? This is great. I can talk to myself and no one knows that I am. Because no one's standing around me to hear me speaking. And they don't know that my mouth is moving. This is great. I love it. My inner monologue is too noisy, but I don't speak to out loud to myself much. My inner monologue is so loud that I speak out loud. It's kind of terrible. What? No, he's a legend? Nuh-uh. Not a legend. This is me. Honestly, same. I think I also sang along with the songs at the gym without thinking about it. Hi, Blue. Welcome on in. What if wear a Bluetooth phone headset? Yeah, but then who am I talking to? But yeah, and then, like, I get in front of a camera, I get camera shy, and I don't say anything. Make people think you were talking... Oh, right, yep, I see. Make people think you were talking to someone. Yes, walking through the shopping center with a Bluetooth earpiece in my ear, just being like, oh yeah, this is great, like, I'm walking through and everyone thinks that I'm talking to someone on the phone when I'm actually not talking to anyone. Imagine... Imagine doing that! That would be fucking incredible. Pets and boobs to Narb. Hi, Cousin Cosmic. Oh, Cousin Cosmic. Exclamation mark Discord. I have a Discord server. Feel free to join it. I went to, hold on. I'm a fox and I'm wearing my Angie paws. Nice. Also, is that a Bobsy Twitch badge? I want that. I feel like I need that. I went so long without speaking to another person for a few years ago that when I tried to speak to answer the phone, my voice didn't work. Oh dear. Just randomly said, what do you mean he lost the reports? And so I just talked to myself. I'm weird anyway already. Yeah, I do that too. Hi, Cousin Sky. Hi, Cousin Cosmic. Yes, it is. How? How do you get that? I want that. Probably be heading back in that direction against... Oh, Delimited. To be fair, Delimited, I struggle talking on the phone as well. I had to have watched the stream when... Oh, fuck. Of course. Yep. Yeah, that makes sense. Damn it. Got on launch day of Bubsy 4D. Damn it! I didn't know they did that. Bubsy 4D, this badge was earned by watching Bubsy 4D on launch. Yeah, okay. I mean, not talking to anybody. Yeah. I mean, I was gonna say that, like, I struggle talking to people on the phone, too. I hate it when it rings at work. There is much swearing before I answer the phone at work. Which I can do, because I'm in the office on my own. But hopefully you don't head back in that direction, Delimited. It's always a pleasure seeing you here in the chat, and I appreciate you coming in and having a chat with me. Completely accidental. I didn't even know that was a thing. Damn it! If I'd known that was a thing, I would have made an effort to do it. Damn. Talking to yourself is not considered weird, it's actually a symptom of insanity, so... Joke's on y'all, I'm already there. Most of my conversation is in text chats, I hardly have spoken out loud this week. I see. So I'm listening to myself sometimes to keep calls active. Blah. Hi Delgin, welcome on in. Again, I apologize if I'm mispronouncing your name incorrectly. Please feel free to correct me. Whoever was watching must have read it out to someone playing it wrongly. Can I ask you some stuff about your VRM thingy? You mean the avatar here, or the avatar that I use on when I'm playing games and stuff? So VRMs are the things that you use for VTubing, and then you have like actual VR chat avatars. You can ask, but I don't know a lot myself. So feel free to ask. So what software am I using? So for my VRM model, I'm using oh hi Maris. I'm using VTube Studio. No, sorry. That's a lie. I'm using VC Face. That's what I'm using. I'm using VC Face to bring my model into there. Right now, I'm using VR Chat. So, I'm just using my VR Chat model. VTubing and inserting yourself into many Unity games. I actually haven't done that yet. To be honest. It's something that I should look into, but I'm not computer literate. I'm doing it all wrong, I see. Yeah, so VC Face is what I've been using, and then I window captured that in OBS. Built my own web-based 3D environment builder. Okay. For the VTuber, but using Unity would be so much easier. That's what most people tend to use, is Unity, but listen, I can tell you absolutely nothing about Unity. I had other people make this avatar for me and put it into a VRM, and then I just uploaded the VRM to VC Face, and then I asked them to put the avatar into VR Chat for me. So all I did was go into Unity, log into my VR Chat account, and upload it from there. That's it. No worries, I'm developing my own VRM tracking software. Okay. I wonder who other people is. Yeah, Mars. I wonder who other people is. Certainly not some people named Mars and Escravon, who are definitely in this chat. Thank you. Do the fingers articulate built in with VC Face? No, they don't. So my finger tracking here is done by my Valve Index controllers. Otherwise you need like a controller to do that, or it could be something that you can work with your webcam. I have that functionality. Yeah, I don't. The only reason I've got it here right now is because of the Valve Index controllers that I'm using to stream VR chat, so... You need to get, like, a, finger controller or something. Yeah, Leap Motion, there you go. There's one of them. So key takeaways for Unity, you will bounce between why is this not working, everything is correct, and how is this working? Yeah, pretty much. You can do that with a regular camera. Yeah. Some software allows you to do that with a regular camera, and some doesn't. So, I would, for VC Face, I would need a controller for it. Doesn't the Leap Motion also, heat up a little bit too much? If I'm not mistaken, or is that another controller? I don't know. I don't know. Also, how have I been yapping for 1 hour and 40 minutes already? Good grief. One of the things I aim for with my software built-in finger tracking without extra software hardware. Ah, I see. I don't know, I haven't used mine in over a year. Regular camera is still terrible for hand tracking, though. Depending on the version, yeah. It's not terrible at all. Can nearly snap. Yeah, I can't do that with my controllers. One's good, though. But then that makes me wonder, like, what sort of camera you'd need for that. Because I can tell you right now, my camera probably wouldn't be able to do that. Just takes some work and a lot of tweaking, yeah. Regular camera, nothing special. You sure yours can? Nah, probably not. Nah, I'm good. Like I said, I've got what I'm using now, and I'm happy with it. Like, it's not breaking, so... Appreciate the thought, but nah, I'm good. It's not really a big thing for me to have finger tracking at the moment with my VRM. So... Yeah. Also, water. The amount of talking I'm doing, I feel like this is the most hydrated I've been in days. See, finger tracking has been a lot of work for me, for not much gain. Like, what's the point of it? Yeah, see, that's the other problem, too. Like, most people are going to have their, like, hands off of their desk. So, now of it, and I'm like, okay, so I can do thumbs up and, like, what do you even do on the stream with your fingers? Yeah, so it would be more like, showing people, like, keyboard strokes or something, I guess. I don't really know. It's great for, like, if you want to wave to people and stuff like that. Oh, excuse me. Because I tend to do that a lot. Like, whether or not people can see me, I tend to wave when I say hi. So... I think turning it into a sign language system maybe would be a good overlap. That's a good idea. I was not expecting to, like, I wanted to stream for 2 hours, but I didn't expect to actually be able to yap for that entire time. But here we are. I'm only just now starting to run out of things to talk about. I suppose I could talk about last weekend or last week. I went to my friend's wedding. That was interesting. I've never been a, I've not been to many weddings, and I've also never been a groomsman before, so that was all an experience. But yeah, the tracking models nowadays are super good. Much of the work is in, like, the in-between stuff. As long as you smooth motion between one state to another and don't jack with the in-between, you can get fairly convincing. Yeah. I mean, I don't have, like, even right now, I don't have, whatchamacallit, full body tracking. That's what it's called. Might as well shoot me if I don't get that right. But yeah, I don't have full body tracking. But yeah, it's very good with the estimations these days. You can get very good trackers. I did see a tip, actually. I think their name... Oh, what was their name? I think their name was, Creature Canyon or Canyon Creature or something like that. And they had, what they did was they bought some Crocs and they just strapped their feet trackers to the Crocs so they don't have to put the feet trackers on every time they hop into VR. And that's great. That's a good idea. I'm gonna do that. That's a good idea. I'm gonna do that. You have any advice for someone new to VR chat? Advice. I saw that. I'm glad you got it, Mars. Wait, what? Yeah. So they just strap they strap their foot trackers to their Crocs. And then they just wear their Crocs. It's great. That's a great idea. Someone needs to do that with fucking gloves or something, man. Makes sense. It does, doesn't it? But advice for someone new to VR chat. Take your time, like, getting used to the motion. Because I'm fine right now because I'm sitting down. But VR chat and other VR games can make you motion sick if you're not used to them. I'm fine as long as I'm not, like, physically walking around. As soon as I start physically walking around or, like, jumping off of a cliff or something, boy, that sounds really bad out of context. But, like, if I jump around or, like, walk around, I will start to feel physically unwell. That happened when I attended Ferality this year, because I haven't done a lot of walking in VR lately and moving around in VR much. So just walking around the dealer's den for like 20 minutes, it made me sick. I had to space it out. Not that I would, because I don't have Crocs. More parkour. Oh god, Spyro, don't. Please don't. No thank you. No thank you. No thanks. Aside from that, take your time, explore a few worlds. The VR chat recommended worlds are good for that. If you're not keen on joining random people, and not everyone is, I know for a fact that I don't like doing that, then just stick to where your friends are. Make a few friends in VR chat, and then just go around different worlds with them, or just explore worlds on your own. I don't join worlds outside of my friends. Straight up. And I feel awkward when I'm joining, like, more random or more open worlds. Like, Ferality is a big task for me. I'm gonna try Ferality this year, but got nervous since I'm new to the fandom. That's fair. It takes a little while, but eventually you will find your clique. And I have found my clique. But the club! Mars, I'm sorry to disappoint you, I never went to the club. I went to 2 locations this year. I went to the dealer's den, the most, and I went to the lobby once. And that was it. Spent 36 hours total at Club Fin. Oh my goodness. I mean, to be fair, of course you did. I'm not disappointed. I'm not amazed. And I'm not surprised. That's just expected. I expect nothing less. I'm neutral to that entire statement, Mars. Barely did anything this yet. Yeah. I mainly wanted to go to check out the dealer's den. And mainly check out the VR stuff. Hehe. That's what I was there for. Man, I found a Digimon device And I can't wait to put that on my avatar, man. I need to buy it and put it on my avatar. And by putting it on my avatar, hi Mars, hi Escrivan, how you doing, guys? I get. But I do need to get that eventually. Hit me up. I will when I get it. I would love to get it. I also wonder how much it can be customized. Because boy would I ever like to put a Gilmon sprite on it. It's got an Agumon sprite on it at the moment. Hi Escrivan. See, I called you out because I knew you were still around. It's got like an Agumon sprite on it, but I want to see if I can maybe change that and put a Gilmon sprite on it. That would be great. It's also going to match up really well because they're making a new D3 that I definitely haven't pre-ordered and am waiting for it to come out. Who's your favorite Digimon? I think mine is Flamedramon. Gilmon. 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 Gilmon Bestmon. Followed by Black Gilmon. Am I going crazy? Hi Black Parrot, welcome on in. I mean, maybe. Crazy? I was crazy once. And Mars can shut up. I was like, where in the hell am I hearing my music right now? Ta-da! Oh yeah, wow. Hi. They looked at me. See? Fucking knew Mars was gonna take that and run with it. Go on, Mars! Go on! Go the full 9 yards then. If you're gonna fucking run the marathon, you may as well keep going. Thank you, Mars. I knew you wouldn't disappoint me. Mars made rats crazy. Mars probably would make rats crazy. Splat! Likely. Cascaio the sheep, thank you so much for the follow. Or the shep, sorry. Wow. Wow, yep, that's a misread. Hi, welcome on in. Thank you for the follow. Muchly appreciated. Please let me know if I'm mispronouncing your name and I will correct it. I understand that I got the shep part wrong. I apologize. If I'm mispronouncing any other part of your name, please let me know. I will do my best to remember it, but I am terrible with names, so I do apologize. Joke's on y'all, I don't need rats to make me crazy, I make myself crazy. Crazy? I was crazy once. They locked me in a room full of trains, and the trains made me train mad. As Garfield's grandma once said, of course, to get through life, you've got to be a little crazy. Followed up by, just look at me, I talk to cats. Is that why the trains talk? And Lego, virtual pets, trains, finger puppets. Should we keep going? I'm watching a stream on my TV without realizing I wasn't following you. Well, now you are. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Yeah, Crimson, you missed it earlier. I might have bought another Lego set today. I'm sorry. I'm a disappointment to all of you. Listen. I can stop whenever I want to. I'm not addicted. You sound happy about that. Sigh. Of course I'm happy about. Of course I'm happy about buying another Lego set Spyro. I got Silver the Hedgehog. I got like my second favorite Sonic character after Tails. Actually, no, I think Silver is my favorite. So yeah, now I am very happy about that. Also wasn't kidding when I said earlier that I have like I could build an army of Lego Sonic minifigs because there's just so many Sonic minifigs. They're like in every set. There's only a few sets that don't have Sonic in them. I could probably build an entire army and cap it off with Super Sonic. It would be like 5. I think I do have like 5 Sonic minifigs. Let's see, I've got 1. Hold on, now I'm curious, man. 1. Uh-oh. 2. Huh. Actually, the more I think about it now... Lily Frost, thank you so much for the raid! Very muchly appreciate it. What were you up to? Spyro, could you maybe do a little shout out for me, please? Shout out for them. Joshua, thank you so much for the follow. Hi Raiders, welcome on in. My name is Skylar Stardrift, for those of you who don't know me. I'm a variety streamer. I don't usually stream VR chat, but I decided we would do a VR Chatturday stream. And that's officially what I'm calling it. So, hi, welcome. Whoops, wrong slash. Try again, Spyro. It's been a while, hasn't it? I bought the end of Zoe DLC on Steam for Resident Evil 7. Oh, nice. Oh god, here we go. Also, Joshua with the hydrate. I can do that. What were you playing? Before I forget. Derpy Derg, y'all are cute. Nuh-uh. What were you playing, Lily Frost? What were you up to? Yeah. And thank you again for the raid. Oh. Here, I'll keep... Nuh-uh. Drinking, chatting, and VR, and I'm gonna go have cuddles. Have a great stream, Bean. Alright, you too. Thank you so much for the raid. I very muchly appreciate it. You go enjoy cuddles. Bye-bye. Thank you again. Fun, fun. Hey, you're all cute? Nuh-uh. Nope. Not cute. Yeah, now the more I think about it, like, I got the Sonic from the original Sonic set. I got the Sonic from... I need to remember. Just... You been? Nope. Nope. Nope, nope. I got the Sonic from the original Green Hill Zone set. I got the Sonic from the LEGO Dimensions set. I've got the Sonic from the Tails Boat set. Tails' Adventure Boat, that's the one. But surprisingly, that's it. So I have 3 Sonics. Not including Super Sonic. I do have a Super Sonic minifig. So that's like 4 Sonics. And I kind of want to buy the Sonic truck, whatever that is. I can't remember what it's called. It's like the Sonic Command Center or something like that, and it's like a little truck. I only want that because it has a tile that shows like a Chow Garden. And I just like that. So I want to get that, and that would come with a Sonic. So that would boost it up to like... How many did I say before? 4? 5? Yeah, I don't know. 1, 2, 3... It would be 4. Plus Supersonic would be 5. I can build like an elite squad of Sonic. A lot. When I build my Lego city, I should just have like all of those Sonic minifigs like in like around the city, just to emphasize how fast Sonic is moving. Favorite Sonic character is Scourge. Hate that he is only in the comics though. Yeah, and he's only in the Archie comics as well, and as a result, he's probably not going to be brought back. Though there is what's her name? Surge, I think her name is. Which is very, very close in design. A different animal, but otherwise close in design to Scourge the Hedgehog. Like, the similarities are very, very obvious. Who that is supposed to be. I think her name is Surge. She recently got into Sonic Racing Crossworlds, which is really, really, really cool. And Tangle's had a mention in Sonic... Tails got a... Not Tails. Tangle got a... verbal mention in Sonic Frontiers, confirming them as a canon character, and then in the games, and now is in Sonic Racing Crossworlds as well. No, it's not, no, it wasn't Surge, it was Whisper who got into Sonic Racing Crossworlds, that's right. Surge hasn't gotten in. Not yet, at least. But, Tangle and Whisper have, and that's awesome. Like, I'm very happy, because they're very big supporting cast members. I've read I've read most of the IDW comics series for a while, but I have fallen off of it lately. Because it's very hard to get in Australia. Definitely wasn't reading it illegally. But, they do make the collections, so I bought the collections on my iPad. Read the first 2 collections, I think. Whilst I was flying to and from Japan. Read the entire, read up to and including the finish of the Metal Virus arc. Which is very early on in the comic. Like, I know there's probably about 100 issues now, but, I've read past that point before, but in the collections, that's where I'm up to, so. It's so funny if they made Surgikai, taking all but changing the name, yeah, I only just put that connection together when you mentioned Scourge, so. Scourge was an interesting character, very underused. But then again, how many more freaking Sonic characters... Well, how many more Sonic clones do you need? You have Shadow, you have Silver already. If you want to get technical, you have Silver. You technically have Metal Sonic as well. And then you have Scourge, if you want to include him. How many more Sonic clones do you need? Sorry. Been standing for a while, need a stretch. Need to get back into reading the Sonic IDW comics, so. Anyone Valon with the hydrate? I can do that. Down to about a third of my bottle now. I also need to start reading the IDW Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles comics. I want to read The Last Ronin before the game comes out. Because apparently the Because apparently they're making a video game on The Last Ronin, and I'd love to play that. But I want to read the books first, so that the game doesn't spoil me on the books. Blue is currently on a 15 stream streak. Rawr! Hi, Blue. I hate when people call Shadow just an edgy Sonic. Scourge did it best because he tells Sonic you are just one bad day away from becoming me. Whereas Shadow is different. Shadow feels more like a clone, if anything. Blue with a stretch. I can do another stretch. It feels like I'm getting exercise doing this. It looks like it. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1. Sorry. Oh boy. See, this is what happens when my thoughts are allowed to roam more freely, huh? And I'm not focused on a game. I get stupid. Guess we need a workout routine. Nah, we're good. We're good, Spire. We're good. We're good. I ain't pulling a muscle for you guys. Fuck that. Push-up routine. Nah, nope. Nope. We're good. We're good. We're good. 67 push-ups. I just know that you were just like 6, 7 when you... fuck me, Mars. You got me fucking doing it. Fucking take your fucking licks, mate. Fucking clip it. Go on. I fucking dare ya. Congratulations, Mars. You made me crack. It was rabbit, but I also like the idea of circles too. Oh, I am on it. I fucking know you are, you little shit. The joke is so Thank you, Crimson. Thank you. I had to put up with that so much whilst I was in Japan. It wasn't funny. Oh boy. That's why I tell Mars to just fucking shut up. Oh, Mars, by the way, this is now on record. If you do it physically, I will not hesitate to clip you around the ear hole. I'm serious. You've been fucking warned. I will invoke violence. Stupid and meaningless. I love it. Wow. I agree the joke is stupid, lol. It's for those reasons why I hate it, lol. To be fair, I will refrain as much as possible. But you might see a swift pillar coming your way in the middle of the night. If I do it in VR to you, would I get blocked? You would irk a lot. Probably not gonna block, but oh boy, would you ever get a lot of verbal swearing. I shall sleep with one eye open. Alright, Mars, bet. Also, it might not be when you're asleep. Expect a pillow any time of the day. Eating breakfast? Wham! Into the breakfast you go. Sploop! What did I return to? I think I could just make you zip it with uppies. Mars, I can't even remember the context now of why you said it in the first place. What was it? Let me see if I can find it again. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, right. It was push-ups, right. There we go. Oh, excuse me. Ugh. Let me know when you finish clipping it, Mars, so that Spyro can give you permission to post the link, because I know you'll want to. But if you post the link, then you'll lose all your chat messages, because Nightball will eat it for... Oh, okay. You already did. Alright, you're already on it. Sigh. Don't... You downloaded it? Are you gonna fucking make me Are you gonna make me TikTok content on your TikTok channel now? You gonna put me in like a demo reel on your YouTube videos? Fucking hell. Can see the fucking tagline now. Like, the video title. List video footage of all the friends I got to 6-7. Me in the fucking stream at some point. Me in the fucking video at some point. Intro video for joining the Discord. Oh my word, Spyro, no. Stop giving him ideas! Means people who 6'4" look short. I can give all the uppies 69 push-ups. In consent to that, you could invoke section 474.17. Rage baiting with 6'7", 420 push-ups. See, now, if I did 420 push-ups, I would die. Actually, if I did 67 push-ups, I'd probably die too. I'm so unfit, it's not funny. I think if I did 10 push-ups, I'd probably have a heart attack. My body would just be like, what the fuck is this? I'm not used to this. Exactly my point. Ah, so that's why you're doing it, Mars. You're doing it to invoke a reaction. Well, congratulations, Mars. You're gonna get a fucking reaction out of me. Think you're pretty fit? Nope. Hi, Doctor. Welcome on in. I'm 215 centimeters tall. I have no idea how tall I am. I wouldn't be able to tell you. Of course, annoying people is so fun. 621 seconds of plank. I think my reaction is the funniest part of 6. Almost said it. I'm not gonna say it again. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. Fucking hate the fact that Mars got me to fucking do it. Fuck me. I'm never gonna fucking I'm not gonna live that one down, am I, Mars? God damn it. Fucking fooled me. Fucking hate him so much. Good luck getting a reaction out of me. Hey, Crimson, don't give Mars ideas. Have you heard of his... Oh. Yes. Yes, I have. That was all the time. That was the old joke. Now it's, you know, funny number. It won't work. Are you sure about that? I feel like Mars is gonna bring it up every 5 fucking minutes. Damn it, you didn't say it. Nope. I saw it coming a mile away. Guarantee it. Alright. No, gotta be creative. It's better than the Mind Goblin. It's fine, Crimson. I will react for the both of us. You won't need to react. I'll react for you. Be afraid, Mars. Now we've got people just saying funny numbers. I'm not gonna say them. Skylar, this is fine. Have you heard of... Yeah, heard of that one too. Stupid internet culture. Yellow, yep. Heard of that one too. Worst Warhammer H. Just sitting here now, the cogs are spinning. How am I going to pay Mars back for this? Do a kickflip. Nah. I can't do kickflips. I can barely do roundhouse kicks from karate. Used to do karate when I was a kid. Many years ago. Never made it past white belt. I didn't even get a white belt with a yellow tip, man. I wonder if you know Elden Ring NPCs. Nope. I don't play Elden Ring, so... Thought you were Tony Skyhawk. Skylarhawk? No. Also, never been skateboarding. Not properly. Used to do Taekwondo back in elementary school. Oh, cool. Losing is just winning with extra steps. I didn't know you used to do Taekwondo, Kern. Mind you, you probably didn't know that I did karate until I just mentioned it. Used to do a Navy SEAL training in elementary. Oh, cool. Didn't even know that was a thing you could do in elementary school. Suppose it makes sense. Okay, oh, well, never mind then. Don't go very far with it because half the school burnt down and we moved to... Oh, wow. Holy moly. Now you've got me curious. How did the school burn down? He would have been, like, excited. Oh, 23. There's an electrical fire in one of the 2 cafeterias late at night. Oh, wow. So you would have just shown up to school the next day, none the wiser, and it's just gone. Jeez. Well, I'm glad that no one was hurt. Or at least I hope no one was hurt. Eepy shop. It's not a Friday night, ironically. Might eep, so... Alright. If you're going to go eep, you have a good night. Have good eeps. Good night. Thank you for coming by. This random stream with a random knob randomly rambling about nonsense. It was in the middle. Oh no. Really? Oof. Oof. That's the worst time for anything to fucking happen, hey. Oh, yuck. I feel that. God, that would have sucked. Were you one of them, were you one taking those exams at that time? Or, and because I struggled to find a place for the misplaced students, we moved and I never did finish it. Oh, wow. Your finals in elementary? It's starting to seem less and less of an accident. Because I struggled to find a place for the misplaced students, we moved and I never did finish them. Oh, wow. So you didn't do all of your finals exams then? That's interesting. I wonder how that would have affected you. We shall have to talk more about this. Perhaps not on stream if you don't feel like it. It wasn't finals, but another type of exams that had to be done at grade 6. It didn't. Ah. Okay. As someone who missed their first year 12 exam, I feel that. I guess they were final. Oh my word. Like, I missed my first year 12 exam, and I had to take it at a later date. That wasn't the school burning down, though. That was a personal medical problem. I believe I told that story on stream before. If I haven't, well, I had an anaphylactic reaction the night of my first exam. Like, the night before it. So instead of studying for my exam, I was in a hospital bed. Paying taxes in preschool. 099s and 1049s. Good years. Yeah, don't have an anaphylactic reaction on the night of your Year 12 exams. It will mess up your scores. It certainly messed up my scores. I got 50% on my food and nutrition exam, which was the very first exam, which was the one that I missed. And then every consecutive exam I didn't do very well on. It's kind of like an SAT. Everyone has to do them at the end of grade 6 to determine if you can go to advanced studies or not. Right, yep. I see what you mean. Trying to remember if they did that for us in Year 7. Because primary school here in Australia, when I was going through primary school, was years 1 to 7. And then high school was years 8 to 12. But now, after I left, it's now changed. So now it's years 1 to 6 in primary school, and then 7 to 12 in high school. On a lighter note, do you know that what they call a father that falls and gets stuck in ice, a popsicle? My word. And it stays on your permanent record. Right. So does yours just state that you haven't finished them? It's interesting that you didn't finish them. I took a math exam in 6th grade to figure out which class you would go into. I can't remember if we did anything like that in Year 7. Like, I'm trying to remember it, but I'm not sure. I guess so. Yeah. There was a not a John Arbuckle. There's a Garfield comic where John goes to like a high school reunion, and one of his old teachers shows up, and he's just like, "Oh, hey, I didn't expect to see you here." And the teacher just turns around and is just like, "I'm still waiting on that report, John." And John's just like, my cat ate it. Oh no, not the permanent record, not the grade that was put was just fire. Look up your source and it's just a fire emoji. I must be off to run some chores. See all you beans later. Alright, bye Spyro. Bye bye. Thank you for dropping by, and thank you for your help. Appreciate it. Bye bye. Take care. Autistic House wasn't in mainstream. One of my old friends from that same community made the joke about that. Same brain cell. Also, Spyro with one more hydrate before he goes. Of course. Of course. I can do that. Teachers couldn't handle me in primary school, and the reason will surprise you. By the way, I have a Discord server for anyone who wants to join, !Discord. I've only just announced it, so feel free to join. Just gonna push that there because it's not on a Nightbot command, because I didn't set that up. I probably should have put that on the timer tonight. Oops. I was a gremlin until 9th grade. I was a good little narb. I sat there and I did the schoolwork. Wasn't very good at it. Everyone thought I was smarter than I was. That was funny. I still remember the day that I had my smile wiped right the fuck off my face because I didn't understand what a teacher was saying one time. So it was in year 8, and a teacher was like handing out, like, we did a math test. It was because I never talked. A story about my high school graduation. Discourse. Was smart in some aspects. Math, no. Science, yes. It's ! Discord, unless you're having a joke, because I'm terrible at reading rooms. But yeah, so I had the smile wiped off of my face real fucking fast one day. There you go. It is on a time limit of like 5 seconds or so, but it should be fine. But I will be changing the command over the course of the week. Escrivan, what did we say? Can't remember. Narb Station, I think it was. Exclamation mark Narb Station, that makes sense. I think it was that. I'll have to check it. So she handed out this test. She did the test, right? And then the next join, thank you. The next time we had that class, because in high school we had different classes at different times of the day, and different teachers for those classes because they all specialized in something. So the next time we had that class, she was just like, okay, well, I finished marking your math tests. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hand them out back to the class in the order that you did. But she did a terrible, and no obsession. Cool, thank you, Escrivan. I'm going to use that. So thank you. She did an absolutely atrocious job of saying what she meant. So she passed me the test first, right? She explained. Now, again, she explained this very poorly. I don't remember how she explained it, but in my brain, it was like, oh, okay, so she's going to hand it out. The person who got the highest mark is going to be handed out first. So she hands out the first test, and it comes back to me. And the kid behind me is just like, wait, so he scored the highest? And I turn around, and, like, I have, like, a half smile on my face. I'm just like... And then the teacher turns around and says, no, he scored the lowest. So my smile turned into a, duh, you a fucking stupid idiot for not understanding what the teacher fucking said. So fucking quick. From this smug look to a duh. I'm so quiet that when in school, when my homeroom teacher was saying something about me when getting my high school diploma, she said, you'd never know he was there, and when his mouth opens, everyone looks to see what he's about to say. Oh, I like that. That's actually quite cute. Gotta head off to do errands. Have a good rest of the stream tonight. Alright, catch you later, Escrivan. Good luck with work. It was mean as so mean, what the fuck? Wow. Yeah. I don't know if you're talking about me being mean, but... I'm assuming you both mean me and the teacher. But yeah, like... That's the only time I've ever had a teacher do that. Was like, I'm gonna hand this out in the order that people were marked. And then you can tell where the lowest person is. And then just immediately turn around and it's just like... Me and the teacher, Yeah, there you go. And then the teacher's just like, no, he scored the lowest. And I'm like, smile, gone. Quick, turn it around. Teacher, you were being a... She explained it in the worst possible way as well. Like, oh, I'm going to hand these out in the order that people scored. But it was... I can't tell you how she explained it because I didn't figure it out either. Like, I was just as confused as the kid behind me. To be completely fair to that kid, I was just as confused as he was when he turned around and said, so he scored the highest. And then the teacher just turns around and says, no, he scored the lowest. And I'm like, oh, fuck. Yeah, don't look smug. Don't look smug, just look like, duh, I understood what she was saying, when I clearly didn't have a fucking clue what she was fucking saying. Oh, wow. Not my proudest moment, let's be real. But then again, maths was never my strong suit. Wasn't out in order to begin with. I know, right? That's so weird. Like, why wouldn't you just be like, hey, come and collect your tests or whatever? Or just hand them out. You know, you didn't have... Why did she have to make it a whole ordeal? No idea. But that's what she did. She was just like, I'm gonna hand out your tests in the order you scored. But like I said, it was very, very weirdly worded. Like I said, I can't remember the words she said, but I was confused. So I was pretty proud when she handed me my test first. I'm like, oh wow, hey, That's actually really good. And then the kid behind me is just like, wait, so he scored the highest? No, he scored the lowest. And I'm like, oh. Yeah, no, that checks out. To make it a whole audio. To know who was the smart... To make it well known who was the smart one. I think that kid behind me was also very surprised because he expected me to do better. To do it that way, save for humiliation. Like I said, she did such a poor job of explaining it. Like I said, I wish I could remember how she explained it so I could tell you guys and see if you guys understood. But the fact that I was confused, the fact that the kid behind me was confused, tells you everything you need to know. And then when the kid asks the question, yeah. So I had to save face and like just be like, yeah, duh, that's what the teacher was saying. When I didn't understand either. So like I had to very quickly turn my like sort of, it wasn't even like a smug smile, it was just like a, yeah. Like I turned to look at him kind of thing and then had a little smile on my face and then she was just like, no, he scored the lowest. And I'm like, oh. Quick, just be like, duh. I just did that, like, you know, you shake your head slightly and just like, duh, at him. And then turn around, was just like, hopefully I disguised that properly. Wouldn't be able to tell you how to find X, but I can tell you how much friction the hypercar going full speed has on a ton. I could probably tell you how to find X if you give me enough time. X plus Y equals Z or some such bullshit. I actually took a, so this is another funny story for you. I don't do well with algebra. So my year 9 teacher, which was when we first started learning algebra, which is like X plus 5 equals 9, right? Find the value of X. So you work backwards from the answer. I would do okay with those sorts of questions, but like as soon as it got more involved with bigger numbers and more missing letters, or more missing numbers, I would start to struggle. So to find X, look at the last letter of the alphabet, moved back 2 spaces. So I would start to struggle with it. But as a result, my year 9 teacher picked up on that. And so when year 10 rolled around and we were choosing our electives, I decided to pick algebra. Pick the algebra elective because I assumed that was going to teach me more algebra, like be better at it. And my year 9 teacher pulled me aside and was just like, hey, we noticed that you picked algebra. We noticed that you picked math elective B. You shouldn't be picking that. It's all algebra. And I'm like, yeah, that's the idea. I picked it so that I could learn more algebra. And she's like, no, that's not what it is. I started that class anyway and then quickly moved out of it. So no, make you feel both dumb and smart, but in year 12 I got the highest marks in the class for the final test, but it was also the easiest math test as year 12's only have 3 maths classes. This is the mainstream as I started talking in year 9. What was it? It was all algebra. That's the only thing I know. Like, they started off really easily with, like, you know, X plus 4 equals 9, find the value of X, but then very quickly got into higher advanced algebra. And, like, we're talking the same class on that day got into higher advanced algebra, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I guess she was right. I hated my year 9 maths teacher, by the way. Like, sure, the year 8 teacher kind of put me down and made me feel stupid, but the year 9 teacher did nothing to help my mathematics skills. Got a score of 74 out of 85 questions. Oh, that's good. That's actually really good. I can't tell you what I scored on my maths exams. I wouldn't know. I would have to fish them out. It's been... I graduated school more than 15 years ago at this point. Or around 15 years ago, actually, I think. I'm 33, finished school when I was 17. So something like that. Which year do you take Australian history? Australian history is an elective, or at least it was in my school. I didn't take it. But you do learn a bit of Australian history in social studies, or society and environment, rather. And you have to take that until year 10. In year 11, it becomes an elective. And I didn't take it. I feel like I should have, though. I would have done alright. I actually would have preferred it, to be honest, compared to other classes that I took. Second highest score was 73 out of 85. Nice. Still an elective. Yeah, so history, I think it wouldn't have just been Australian history. You probably would have had a term for that, but it would have, like, instead of like 8 to 10 weeks or whatever it is, like whatever a school term is. World history, Texas history, then US history in 6 to 9. Yeah, so it would probably have been something like that. It's also now mandatory until year 11. Huh. For us, it wasn't, at least when I was in school, it wasn't mandatory. I would have, like now thinking on it, I should have taken photography, and I should have stuck with IT, and I should have done, history and social studies, or society and environment. I reckon I would have enjoyed those more than what I ended up doing. What did I end up doing? Oh, that's right. Some sort of career course or something. That was stupid. I do state history over there? Yikes. Depends on the state, to be honest. Texas is a very proud state. Mm-hmm. You told us where it's an elective. Ah, gotcha. What other electives did I take in year 12? I don't remember. Getting back onto the topic of my year 9 maths teacher, though. Oh, wow. I think I've told her about this before, but she had a very dull voice that sounded like this, with no excitement, no change in her tone of voice whatsoever, so she made everything sound very, very, very boring and would just about put you to sleep. And then she also had a really bad habit of standing in the way of the board, so you can't see what she's explaining until she goes to sit down at her desk. And by that point in time, she's done explaining and you have no fucking idea what she was on about. That was me the entire year of putting up with her. And as a result, I didn't carry anything over from year 9. She was the one who was just like, hey, we noticed you taking algebra, it's all algebra. And I'm like, yeah, because you did a fucking poor job fucking teaching me. It's a bit alarming. You would have loved my history teacher, by the way. She was the type of teacher who wouldn't take any bullshit, but is very friendly. I like that. That's good. I like teachers who don't take any bullshit. Oh boy. The stories I could tell with my year. See? Now this is why I didn't pick society and environment going forward. We'll get to that in just a second. Should have stuck to what I was good with. Noble! Cousin! Hi, cousin. Hi. So, I think the reason why I didn't pick society and environment in year 11 onwards was because of my experience with it in year 8 and year 9. Just ask this one year 9 student. So, halfway through the year in year 8, our teacher got pregnant. Cool. She's on maternity leave for the whole year. Now, she was super duper strict. No talking in a class. Get on with the work. And everyone obeyed her. Not a problem. Really enjoyed society and environment. My teachers were good and it was good. Yeah, see, I wish I had a good teacher for it in year 8 and year 9. Because instead, we got a substitute teacher. And he lasted the rest of the year for year 8. And then he became a full teacher in year 9. Could he control the class? No. Now, I'm a good little bean, I suppose. You tell me to do the schoolwork, I will do the schoolwork. Yeah? I don't like causing problems. I'm gonna sit there, I'm gonna get my work done because I want to focus on my schoolwork, yeah? This teacher can't control the classroom. And I mean, like, at all. He has kids shouting and screaming. And it's not them, like, it's not them just, like, crying about something. No. Because he's too strict. No. It's just them making a lot of noise for the sake of making a lot of noise. And then he will just occasionally just be like, be quiet! And, like, it dies down for 2 seconds. Then it just quickly increases back up again. I feel very sorry for any of the classrooms nearby us because all you can hear is us talking. It got to the state where it was so loud that I had to just be like, hey, sir, can I leave the classroom? Can I go and sit outside? I need to go and sit outside. If you want me to get work done, these guys are teasing me, which didn't help either. I had kids teasing me at my table and bullying the fuck out of me. And then on top of that, there's just so much loud noise going on that I can't make anything out. So I was just like, hey, can I go and sit outside? So I went and sat outside. Like, he let me, and I was just like, cool. I go sit outside. Sat down. Started doing my work. It was a little bit harder because I didn't have a desk to lean on, and my pencil kept going through the paper. But I started doing my work. And then the kids who were teasing me opened the fucking window because I was sitting near the window. So they opened the fucking window, started teasing me, started throwing shit at me. So I moved further away. Eventually I got wind of it. And I got sick of it. Now our classroom was like this weird, there's like a little cutout where students could like wait if in case it was raining. And then there's like a front wall outside of the classroom, and that's where the board is, so there's no windows there. So instead, when it wasn't as long as it wasn't raining, and I would pray that it wasn't raining, and I would just step outside, and then I'd just walk around the wall, and then I'd sit in front of the wall in the sunshine. And that was where I did my work. I just did that instead. It's like, nope. Sat outside. It sucked so much when it rained, because then I'd have to be back over there. They'd open the window, and they'd tease me, and they'd throw things at me. And I hated that. There were many times when I wish I could have just... Oh, here's a spiffy brick. Hope this hits you in the head, mate. Ugh. This one year's 9 student kept tapping his pen, and my teacher gave him 3 warnings, and dude had 3 pens in his pencil case thrown out the window and over the university fence. Oh, wow. See, that's the kind of teacher I needed in my year 8 and 9 social studies class. Or society and environment class. Something you call a drill instructor from the US Marines in your classroom, Lemaire. I wish I could have done that. I wish. When we had the original teacher as a relief, like the original year 8 teacher, when she came back as a relief, she kind of had a little bit more control over the classroom, and I was so happy when she came back, but she only came back for like a day, and then she was gone again. I was like, ugh. I wrote LARP all over my finals math exam. That was why we moved, as someone who was never into the same things as everyone else my age, and of course someone who wore glasses. I was also picked on and bullied. Yep. I didn't care because I didn't know the math, Lemaire. From year 9 to year 12. Yeah, it's good when you get teachers like that. Like, the fun ones who know what they're doing. I loved my year 9's science teacher. He was great. Not gonna lie, people knew me enough to stop messing with me, mostly because I had a fascination with guns and such and was always the quiet one. Also, she was a daredevil. Use bureaucracy skill to get out of doing mandatory sports. I use the excuse. Sorry, I can't go swimming. I'm allergic to the chlorine. Technically not untrue, actually. Technically not untrue. I did react, but that was because they fucking dumped the fucking chlorine in that pool. Holy shit. The amount of chlorine they put in that pool was something shocking. Tasted like chlorine if you got a mouthful of it. So of course when I got out swimming, my skin was quite red. I haven't seen Skylar chat in a while. It's quite busy tonight. She's gone skydiving. Oh wow. She's stealth skills to leave marketing skills class. I mean, I did other sports. Like, as long as it wasn't in the pool, I was fine. But because this is Australia, of course we're in the pool a lot. During summer, specifically. If it's summer, you're in the pool on sports day. So, oh dear. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, stream froze. VR chat? Uh-oh. Oh, VR chat might have crashed. Oh dear. Yep. Oof. Hold on. Let me see if I can get that back. Oh, wow. That was a big one. Holy shit. Let me just catch up on chat real quick. Should once a month weekend stream. Maybe. No, what? No, what was everyone's favorite class? I liked science, myself. Also, she doesn't care if you call her a bitch, and she will agree with you. Stole the camera. My bad. Explain the legal positioning, the rights that I had, and the protections I had. Hi, Expire, welcome on in. Histories, mythology, and legends. Give me a sec, chat. I am so sorry. I think my VR chat just crashed. And I think it's crashed something chronic. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oof. Oh dear. Oh dear. And I was thinking I was gonna end soon. Oh dear. That was a big one. Come on, man. I was just sitting around doing nothing. I wasn't even doing anything, man. Aww. Fiddlesticks. Mine was social studies. Kinda sounds like he jumped in a pool too soon after being shocked. Me was allergic to latex and polyester, because I had two, either science/physics or lifeguarding. VR chat be VR chatting. Also Skylar, I am also Australian. Oh, hello, fellow Aussie. Voice stream, VR dead. It's fine, it's back. Where was I sitting? I was sitting over here. Sorry about that. Well, now I can safely say that I've had a VR chat issue on stream, can't I? Let me sit down and... camera... Stream camera... There it is. This is probably not going to be sitting the same anymore. Let me see here. Anchor... Nope. Behavior, there it is. Auto level, auto focus. Or auto pitch, rather. Zoom out a little bit. And turn it around. Oops, look at me. Oh, there's my ugly mug. Alright. Flying. Oh, go back that way. Okay, yep. It's good enough. And then I move back on the chair. Slightly. Move that just a little closer, I guess. No. What? Yeah. A what? A what? Hi. Hi. Eyes back. Sorry. Sorry about that. Not sure what happened there. But... So cute ass is 12 years older than me, lol. So I would have started preschool by the time you graduated. Might be wary of bots joining if you have the Discord on the exclamation mark Discord. Yeah, we've already discussed it. I'm going to be changing it after the stream immediately. I'm going to be changing it to another thing. And I'm also going to have Nightbot just automatically send it, I think. So, yeah. Don't worry, we've already discussed it. And that's a bot. Thank you, Krim. I will see if anything happened there. Don't think so. At this stage, at least. Blah. Stop them in their tracks 99% of the time, even if you just ask simple questions. 15 times 2 and they just answer X. Wait, what do you mean? How, sorry. Again, new to all this stuff. How does that work? Dragon Booty Pog, oh my word. Also, you're getting belly rubs. Ah, blah. I will take the belly rubs. you expect me to not react to that? Or, well, react negatively to that? Nope. That's why I brought it up. Nottos do have nice butts. I mean, I can't see anything on the Discord yet, so I will check. I will check after this stream, though. But yeah, we're gonna change it. Spyro's also made a mention and note for me to change it as well, so I will. Dragon Broody for delimited. Discord is a setting in your server settings for that in the access section. I will have a look. Like I said, I'm still very new to this, so I apologize. It's gonna take me a little bit of time to getting used to this. So... it's the apply to join mode. Apply to join mode. I'm gonna have to look that up. Because I have no idea what that means. I will have to figure that out, I'm afraid. Like I said, very new to all this. I've never had a Discord myself. So. They join and start messaging visible members scams. Right. I'll deal with that, don't worry. Oh, thank you, Mars. Thank you, buddy. You guys are so good to me. Also, when I was checking it, I noticed Mars has sent 2 DMs, and I'm imagining what one of them is, and I'm not looking forward to checking that one, Mars. But thank you. I'll have a look in this how to apply to join mode thing. I'll see if I can figure that out, because that would also help as well. Like, I will also change the command to bring up the Discord, and then I'll also figure the access thing as well. Get up some protections so that we don't get overwhelmed. Also, I should say, on the topic of the Discord server, listen, I'm a busy bean, so I apologize if I'm not going to be there quite so much. For me, it's a way to build a bit more of a community. Like, I've had multiple people asking at this point for a Discord server, and some people have said, you know, oh, it's a good way to build a community, and that's what I wanted. So I'm going to, you know, that's why I'm, like, doing it, because I want to build up a little bit more of a community here. But I can't tell you how often I'm going to be around, if I am completely honest. I work 9 till... Well, actually, I work 8:30 till 4:30 every day. I then stream, so I'm not going to be on Discord when I'm streaming. So, like, I stream 3 nights a week. And then when I'm not working, I'm usually doing chores, or I'm asleep, or whatever. So I may not be on the Discord very much at all. So you do have my apologies on that one. But it's mainly to foster a community, get people talking in there. You know, that's kind of what I want it to be. And then hopefully that will invoke me to talking a bit more as well. Because I want to do that, if that makes sense. So, but yeah. Like I said, don't expect me to talk too much in the Discord. I will try and show up when I can, but I cannot guarantee I'm going to put a lot of time being around. I might just be floating in and out. So. Also, I've been streaming for almost 3 hours now, and I said I was going to stop in 2. How have I been able to yap this long? Oh my goodness. I think it might be time to end soon. I should probably think about going to bed. I am a little... Let's give you a reason. The power of yapping. I'm a little tired. I slept in this morning. I didn't get up until like 10 o'clock. Community nights? That's half the problem, Derpy. Like, I can't promise that. Like, straight up, I'm gonna say it. Right now, be perfectly honest, I can't promise community nights. Because that's how busy I am. And I also value some alone time as well. So I don't know if I can even promise a community night with you. Like, I wish I could. But unfortunately, there are other things that I have to worry about, so... I mean, something that would be interesting, and I'd like to, but it's a time constraint, and I then have to dedicate time to it every week, every month, every whatever. Community night without the host, since you're the only one who's going to organize them. Yeah, but then the problem with that is that I would feel obligated to show up because it's in my server. And I would feel bad if I wasn't able to make it. So... I don't know, I would have to think about that a bit more. And Joshua with the hydrate, I can do that. Also, how have I been standing this entire time? That's impressive. I'm more impressed about the fact that I'm standing. No one ever said you have to. I know, but I would feel bad if I didn't. You could appoint a lackey to take your place. Don't give Mars more ideas. Wait, you're not sitting down? No. I'm sorry to say that I'm breaking your illusions here. I'm not actually sitting down. I'm standing up. I've been standing the entire time. I have not sat down. See, the problem is, if I sit down, I'm sitting on the floor. And the floor is cement. Well, it's not cement, it's carpeted. But it's 30-year-old carpet. So it's like sitting on the cold, hard cement. And the chair, well, I could sit in the chair. Like, there is no and if, us, buts, or maybes. I just could sit in the chair if I wanted to, but I chose not to. I chose to stand up until I got tired and was going to sit down. But nope, I've been standing the entire time. I should have been standing, like, over there or something, instead of sitting on the couch, but I wanted to sit down on the couch. I sit. Make your head bubble and like a bubble doll if you started feeling bad. Blazes, I was lied to. Yeah, sorry, I'm breaking all of your immersion. I'm not actually setting. That's why, like, you see me doing this. That's actually me, like, kicking my legs around so that they don't get stiff. It's not me just moving my chair or anything like that. The power of being distracted. Yeah, that's true. I wonder if VR chat, like, had an issue there. Like, that's why it went down or something. On Dragon Booty. Excuse me. Sorry, that's the nachos I had for dinner. I'm going to sue for false advertisement. No, don't sue the NARB. It's stiff. No, sue the NARB. Ugh. Itchy eye. Yes, I had nachos again for dinner. It's been a while since I had nachos because Dad's been home so much, so I haven't been cooking them. I think that's for you. Skylar, when Headpack going to be added? Eventually. I need to talk to Cousin Ken about that. Going to be surprised, but I've fallen asleep on 80-year-old oak beans. Only want to see Ken Booty. I just get tired at random moments and fall asleep at random moments. Like today, for example, I went and had a nap. But I think the reason why I had a nap was because my shoulder was starting to play out. I'm actually... Huh. Yeah, how the fuck am I standing still? Actually, come to think of it. My neck was playing up earlier today. My neck and my shoulder. It was all sore. Like, I went home, I set up my Tamagotchi, and then I went and had a 30-minute nap and took some Nurofen. How am I still standing? Don't draw attention to it, Skylar. Now it started to ache. Don't... Sometimes you just don't ask questions, man. Doesn't sound that bad. How about a full wood picnic table? You tell us. I would if I could. I have no idea. Magic. Magic. Good old Mr. Bean. It was a shearing shed. Yeah, I went and had a nap earlier today. I was very tired. I think, like, the lack of sleep from the last week has started catching up with me a bit. I didn't sleep very well whilst I was away. I was away from Wednesday through to Saturday last week. I did not sleep very well. Have you heard of Metal Gear Rising music? No, I haven't. I have not played Metal Gear Rising, or Metal Gear of any kind, to be honest. It's not a series that really interests me. Yeah, we didn't go to sleep until late during that entire time. We have the exact same problem. We didn't go to sleep until late that entire time whilst I was away. Unfortunately, one of my friends did snore, but I had earplugs in, so it actually wasn't bad, and it wasn't the worst snoring I've ever had to deal with, so it was fine. But I have the common problem of it's not my bed, so it takes you a few nights to settle in. Ferry by Night, welcome on in. Thank you for the follow. So it takes me a little while to settle into, like, a new bed. It takes me 3 to 4 to 5 to 6 nights before I actually start settling. if I am sleeping on my own, I have figured out, if I'm sleeping on my own in my own room, away from everyone else, and I can't hear anyone else snoring, I will be perfectly fine. I slept like a log the first night in Japan. I expected to be tossing and turning all night. I slept like a fucking log, man. I was ready. I was out. I was gone. I was comfortable. It was when a person moved into my room and started snoring that I had trouble. I was out randomly during the day, and so I end up waking up at 2 a.m. I don't have that problem. I tend to not pass out during the day. I have the problem of once I'm awake, I find it very difficult to go back to sleep if I need to. I was actually surprised that I managed to go back to sleep today. That was actually quite surprising. On sleep without being medicated. Yeah, I think you mentioned that before, it's limited. And that's been the case since I was a small child. I can sleep as long as I can't hear other people sleeping. And I tend to sleep better in my own bed. Better in my own bed with my own pillow. It's much more comfortable on my own pillow. Uh-oh. Nvidia just crashed. Apparently. Something Nvidia just crashed? Huh. Yay, more crashes. I mean, I'm not losing any frames or anything on the stream. So, must be okay. Something happened, but whatever happened, I don't know what it was. Also, there goes the chat window again. Where is it? That hasn't happened in a while. I've been pretty good about that. Wow. Graphics card says it's time for a rest. Have that issue as well. I was asleep at some Narb woke me up. Gee, I can't imagine who that was. I just can't sleep well. I could drug myself and still wake up like 3 times through the night. I had to take earplugs to Japan too because one of my friends snores bad. Yeah, I had to do the same. More no, but... but... Yeah, that was basically me whilst I was in Japan. One of my friends snores bad as well. So, like, I took earplugs with me, but yeah, sometimes it doesn't help. It helped during this last trip because they didn't snore, like, my other friend group didn't snore nearly as bad. So it was a bit better, but at the same time, I just couldn't get comfortable. I also don't do well when it's hot. I just have a problem sleeping when it's really hot, which is bad because I live in Australia and it gets really hot during summer. Ugh. Skylar is Calibigian. I have no idea what that word means. But, yeah, I think I have wanted to sleep in, like, I wanted to sleep in last weekend. I didn't get to sleep in last weekend, like, on Sunday. No, Dad was up at, like, 7 o'clock in the morning making a coffee, and the coffee machine is fucking loud, so I was up. And, yeah, I absolutely crashed this week. In Osaka, we had one main bedroom with a loft. I moved out of the loft at 2 a.m. downstairs because I couldn't sleep. Me who slept through a train horn hooked up to a car battery. Oh, wow. I wish I could do that. That's like a superpower. Super sleep power. Goodness, it's 11:15 p.m. I might keep going for another, like, 15 minutes or so, I guess. And then we'll raid out, find someone to raid. It's nothing against my friends either who do snore. Like, I know you can't help it. Like, that's perfectly fine. It's just unfortunate that it keeps me awake, and I wish it didn't. I really wish it didn't. But it does. That's the only problem. In college, I stayed in North Campus, and we had trains that would go by all night and wake me up. See, as much as I love trains, I'm actually not sure if a train would wake me up or not. I reckon with enough exposure to it, I'd be fine. I can sleep through entire thunderstorms while outside, but will wake up to a cat hacking up a hairball. Yeah, like, sleeping to nature is perfect. Honestly, I kind of wish it was raining really hard so that I couldn't hear the snoring. That would have been perfect for me. Like, snores are outweighed by, well, no, sorry, thunderstorms and raining is outweighed by snores, unfortunately, for me. I need it to be very quiet or just have natural noises. That's why I've asked my friend Crimson, who's been in the chat earlier. Not sure if they're still here. Hi, Crimson, if you're still here. I've asked them about some headphones rather than earplugs. I would rather have headphones so that I can drown out the audio with, like, rain and thunderstorms or something like that. Like, more... I think I would do okay with more natural noises. What Crimson does is they use a podcast, like a sleepy time podcast, and that gets them to sleep. I reckon I would need something like natural sounds to drown out the other audio. And that's all I'd need it for. Like, when sleeping on my own, fine. Don't need it. It's actually because I have slept through smoke alarms. That's true. Should be an alarm clock sound. Probably is. Also, Calibigen is having a well-shaped buttocks. Oh, my word. I thought it was something to do with sleep. Standing fan is good white noise to sleep to. Fans are okay. Like, I can handle fans. I sleep with earplugs in. I've gotten used to it now. At first, it was bad, but, like, I've gotten used to it now. I get night terrors if I ain't sleeping with someone or having Twitch running in the background. Oh, wow. Haven't had too many night terrors myself. I have had 1 or 2 points of sleep paralysis in my life. That wasn't great. Don't think I've really had night terrors. I've had sleep paralysis. I'm not sure if that counts as a night terror or not, but I've only had that like twice. Goodness, we talked about a lot of different things. We talked about virtual pets, we talked about sleep, we've talked about avatar stuff. I launched a Discord server. Like, oh my goodness. Blue with the high age rate, I can do that. Talked about Narbut. Yeah, apparently we talked about Narbut. Fine, Mars, if you're there. Yes, we talked about 6-7. I'm not gonna do the fucking hand motion. Go fuck yourself. Knew that would get Mars' attention. See, Mars, all I have to do is mention that and I'll get your fucking attention every time, won't I? I've gotten a vet to the... I've given a vet the willies because of me remembering 2 of my night terrors. Oh, wow. School, yep, thank you, Blue. That's another topic we talked about. You said my name! Fuck you, me! You sure you weren't summoned by the meme, Mars? Pretty sure you were summoned by the meme and not your name. Hey, Mars, I've mentioned your name before on stream. You never showed up, so... Hi, Monzi. My cousin. Welcome, welcome. Also, I'm gonna get that hydrate done before I forget about it. This is the lowest my water bottle has ever been on a stream. And Delimited, that's not a joke. I know how long you've been here for, and I know that one time when Spyro challenged me, tried to get my water bottle empty. No, there's like less than a quarter of my water left. Holy shit. Brutal Australian accent. Is it difficult to say rough twice in a row? Rough, rough. Oh, fuck off. Fuck off. I see what you did there. God damn it. Ugh, I fucking hate the fact that I'm so gullible. Fine, Mars. You want to clip that one too? One of those... How's you? I'm good, Monzy. Probably thinking about wrapping this up in about 9 minutes, but welcome in, regardless. Hope you're doing well as well. One of those night terrors I had when I was 7. Oh, wow. That is a long time to remember it. Good boy. Shut up. I should have seen that coming. I should read in my brain before saying out loud also these comments. So know that world you're in. Yeah. I did actually say the world name earlier. It is OBS move. Sunset Bay by Sam. Yeah. There you go. Well, it's terrifying. No read, only talk. I should read first. You got any more sillies in your system, everyone? Do you want to get anything else out that you want me to say? Yeah, see, that one's too obvious, Joshua. I'm not going to say that. You have to, like, slip it in there like Doctor did. I've actually done a funny in it. As a joke, they actually put the word gullible on the ceiling. It's small, but yeah. No, they just did that on a Spyro game. With Moneybags, and Moneybags was just like, hey, Spyro, I know the password, but I've conveniently forgot it. Pay me some gems. You pay him gems, and he's just like, are you ready for this? The password is, gullible. It's like, oh, go fuck yourself, Moneybags. Headpats. I'm not sure how they would work in VR chat, but I have seen people do headpat redeem stuff in VR chat, so that could be something to set up as well as like getting a regular headpat redeem for the VC face model. Also, considering the fact that Nvidia crashed, well, I'm not seeing anything go wrong. Go to shut down my computer and it all just blue screens. And don't, Skylar, you already had. You're a funny dog, I'm gonna keep you. I'm not a dog, I'm a Narbo. There's a difference. Woof. Dagon. Dirk. Dirk. I was not expecting this to go as long as it did. Holy cow. According to OBS, we've been live for 3 hours and 17 minutes. Someone said that in D's chat once, and it made him laugh. The way he said, "They can make me smile." I've heard the term "derg" a lot. See, we can actually see dragon beans tonight. Beans. Beans. Double beans. Narb. I picture a post-apocalyptic city that's slowly turning to dust and you can't hear anything but your own heart. I call Narbros and other dragons Dargs a lot of the time. Yeah, Hope you don't ever have to deal with anything other than a blue screen at most, because a pink or red screen would be scary. I mostly deal in puns. At least I put my Tamagotchi to sleep before going live. I was glad that it gave me the option again. Oh look, we're cycling back around. Now we just restart. What was the next topic after Tamagotchis? Linux equivalent is a kernel panic, which is a black screen with white text. Speaking of dad joke, that doesn't work here, I'm afraid. I don't think. Oh no, never mind. Yes, it does. I forgot. Yes, it does. Rotation of Earth really makes my day. Sigh. I was like, oh, that doesn't work here. No, it does. It does. Sorry about here. Good bot. What's even worse is you can see people getting torn apart and screaming, but you can only hear your own heartbeat. Jesus. Oh, and there's your duck pick. Oh, there's a stretch from Joshua. And now this is an aerobics video. See what I mean by terrifying? Yeah, I see. Excuse me. We talked about dinner. That's another topic we talked about. Only briefly touched on dinner. I had nachos. Nachos is good. Like I said, been a while since I cooked them because Dad's been home a lot. With my friend's wedding and then Grandma passing away, he's had a lot more time at home lately. Nachos with what meat? Ground beef. Or minced meat. Or minced beef, I should say. Don't interrupt someone working intently on a puzzle. Chances are you'll hear some crosswords. I feel like I used to have some good dad jokes back in the day, but I don't remember any of them. Unfortunately. Anyway, I think that's... It looks like its beak is getting caved in. I think that's about time. Do you know when a joke crosses the threshold into being a dad joke? It's when you get more groans and laughs or something like that, I imagine. Anyway, when it's... Yep, walked directly into that one. And on that bombshell, I think it's about time to end. It is 11:29 p.m. So, Rolling Water, you shall be missed. How do hens stay fit? They always exercise. Oh, that's a terrible one. Yeah, I think it's about time to end here. I do appreciate lots of people coming in. Owen Valon, thank you so much for the follow. Do appreciate lots of people coming in tonight, considering it's just, you know, me sitting here having a chat. Reason why I did this was because I wanted to launch a Discord server, and also talk to you guys like a little bit about possible upcoming plans. Like I said, I do want to stream this a bit more. There is a big video coming up, but oh, hi again, Spire. It is an adorable nerd. Yes, it is. Hi, up. Slip of the tongue. I'm not adorable. No, Spire. Spire. No. Bad. Cease. Desist. Do not clip that. Do not clip that. I know you're fucking clipping it. Don't you dare. Don't you dare either, Mars. I know you're more likely to clip it than Spyro was. Also, you're getting spooned. These X-puns are really excruciating. Why did the house go to the doctor? It was having window panes. Oh, look, Spyro, it's your house. You were getting new windows installed the other day. Anyway, like I said, it's about time for me to end. I've been yapping for 3 hours and 24 minutes now. Holy shit. Thank you all so much for coming to the stream tonight. I very muchly appreciate it. Like I said, it's not something that I typically do. I don't typically stream VR chat, so you might not see this again for a while whilst I work on this other big video that I've got planned. I kind of really need to focus on that. Like I said, that should be coming out on the 8th, I hope, because that's when it would make the most sense. Aside from that, not too much else to talk about. My regular stream times, this was a very off-the-cuff stream for me. I hope to do more of these in the future, again, once that video is done, where I stream VR chat, but I might stream VR chat on, I'm kind of leaning towards more Saturdays. It's either going to be Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon, or Saturday evening for me. This time it was Saturday evening, so I started at 8 PM Australian Western Time, but it might be earlier in the day. So, I don't know, it might be a little bit more random. I will keep a note of that. Oh, look, you can check the Discord for when I'm live. Plug. In the meantime, on Monday nights, I'm actually streaming Mario Golf for the Game Boy Color, if you're interested in that. So stay tuned for that one. On Tuesday nights, I'm actually doing a fun playthrough of the Ratchet & Clank series that I'm calling Ratchet & Clank Road to Rift Apart. The aim is to play through every single Ratchet & Clank game until we get to Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. When we get to Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, we will actually be playing that completely blind. I've never played it before, and I'm very excited to get around to that. And then on Wednesday nights, we've just started up Digimon Storytime Stranger, and that's also a completely blind playthrough, so stay tuned to that one. I'm very excited to continue that on Wednesday night. That's it for me. Let me see here. Also very much a good boy. No, I'm not. Can I watch the TV, Dad? Yes, but don't turn it on. They did that in Bluey. I was so happy when they did that in Bluey. Thought you were in Western Australia. It's been fun. I've quite enjoyed this. Like, I really want to do this more often. But like I said, time may not allow me to. So, moving forward. But like I said, I just wanted to do this so I could announce the Discord server, get that sorted, and then go from there. That's one thing more I can cross off my list. Now it's just this big video. That's the next step. I don't want to think about it. Actually, sorry. To the friends who know what that video is, yeah. You understand why I'm sort of reacting the way I am. Anyway, on that note, I think I'm going to end it here. Alright. Where is my thingy? Oh, there it is. Perfect! There we go, look at me doing things that work. Let me mute Spotify. That's fine. Actually, I could probably just pause it here. Because I just noticed, too, that Spotify doesn't show up on my stream end screen, so... Oh, look, now if I unmute it, then it doesn't play. Oh! Very scary! Skylar's figuring things out. Was it a cute lizard? No. Not cute. Right, yep, I'm working on it. Skylar, you're getting hugs. Blah. Yeah, Mars and Spyro know exactly what I'm talking about and why I'm reacting the way I am. Anyway. Blah. Peekies, let me see if I can find someone to raid. Raid. Ooh. Oh, look at that. There is a Minerfloof. I'm gonna raid Minerfloof. They've just... Nope, they've been going for a while, actually. Oh, wow. They're playing... The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. I'm assuming that because it's Mino, he's probably doing a... whatchamacallit? Speedrun! Speedrun, that's the word I'm looking for. Yes. Alright. I'm going to send you over to Minerfloof. So... let me see. How do I do raids again? That work? Yeah, that worked. I know what I'm doing. I'm a professional. Don't try this at home. Alright. Have a good night, folks. I will see you all on Monday night for more Mario Golf. We're going to be playing the Game Boy Color version still. But soon we will be starting the Nintendo 64 version. Just not on that day. Alright. Have a good night, everybody. Bye-bye. That's the wrong button. There we go.